Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. We should be live. 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 We should be live. Damn, tell me that's not me echoing. 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 Shit. Damn, tell me that's not me echoing. Shit. Damn, tell me that's not me echoing. Shit. Yo, silly but boy, what is good? 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 I gotta figure out what's. I gotta figure out what's playing. Figure out what's. I gotta figure out what's playing. Figure out what's. I gotta figure out what's playing. Figure out what's. I gotta figure. Haha! Found it. Found it. Found it. Found it. Okay. 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 All right. We should be good. We should be good. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Mic should not be low. Definitely want to double check your volume. Double check your volume. Double check your volume. All right, all right, all right. Okay, all right. So we are almost good to go. Let me just get everything switched over and we can go ahead and get that thing started. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the inaugural, to episode 1 of the Politically Incorrect podcast. I couldn't wait to do this, so I'm super happy to do this. What's up, True Witty? How you doing? So I'm super happy to do this and finally get this thing off the ground. So we gonna have to build, folks. We are gonna have to build. All right. I got a couple of guests here with me. I'm gonna go ahead and bring them in right away. Y'all should be able to hear them now. Snow Bunny, you want to go ahead and do your intro?
Hey, 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 y'all. It's all me, Snow Bunny 426 here, Snow Bunny Gaming. How's everybody doing this evening? Yo,
Hey,
sick. You're going to have to send me a link to the show because I can't find you.
I listen. This is a brand new channel, so that might be why it hasn't, been optimized for the search
Oh,
engine. But I'll send it to you
Yeah.
though. I'll send it to you.
Awesome.
that make it funny.
All right. Let's see here.
I had a crazy echo just now. I'm like, fuck. Why you want to do this on the day that I actually do the show? Like, fuck me, dog. But
Because you know that it always wants to do that to you.
yeah, but it was just something that I had opened up in freaking Microsoft Edge, which shouldn't even be on here. But I went ahead and I sent it to you, so you should have it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Shout out to my guy Rome. Rome, go ahead and do
What's
your
up?
intro.
What's up? Sick. Thank you for having me, man. This is Ron Rush. You can hit me. You can find me on Twitter for all the shenanigans, and I got my own little YouTube channel where I just talk a bunch of trash. Oh man, just talking, man. That's what's up.
All right. And in the other corner, we have Jose Betancourt, aka Mr. Radio Voice, aka JVB. Go ahead and get your intro in, sir.
Uh, Number one, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's good to be on with the rest of the staff. I've been listening to you guys for quite some time, so it's good to finally interact with you guys. I do a podcast talking about traumatic brain injury, which I have. You can find that on iTunes. And I also do a podcast about video games, or mainly talking about fanboys. It's called the Post Game Report, which can also be found on iTunes as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And JVB has a history, a background within the industry where he has bumped heads with a few of the good people in the industry. But glad to have you
Yeah.
here. Great to have
Say the
you here,
least.
brother. I
Thank
thought
you.
it was just gonna be me rocking alone with Bunny and Tron. But shout out to you and Roll for actually, coming through, making it through. And Tronny, go ahead and get your intro in. Also,
Uh-huh.
Royal should be here shortly. He said he is taking care of some business, so he should be here
Okay.
shortly.
All right. So
Awesome.
this is Ron. Um, I also go by other names as I go by the name Nikki or Nichelle. I don't mind those either. It's glad to be here. I haven't done a lot of podcasts in a while, so I'm glad to be on at least something with different topics.
Which name would you like to go by? Would you like Tron? Would you like
Um,
Nichelle? Or would you like Nikki?
I just wanna I was gonna keep it trying because that's what everyone knows me by.
Gotcha. Plus, everybody who already know you as Tron, every time they come in here, they just gonna call you Tron anyway.
Yeah, true.
All right. Okay. So, with that being said, we have got all the intros out of the way. Let's just start off. Let's just start off. I guess we can go around the table and um, just kind of give people a synopsis of yourself.
Okay. Let's see here. You guys know me as Snow Bunny Gaming. I on a few podcasts. I'm hoping to get mine started back up this weekend. Rome, will you be able to come on? Rome is my one of my beloved co-hosts, so I'm hoping you'll be able to show up on Sunday. If not, I'm going to have to wing it without you because it's time to get my show back started, which is Ying Meets Yang of Gaming over on Snow Bunny Gaming. I play video games. I have a variety of hobbies. Um, I'm usually running my mouth somewhere, and most people don't like what I say. I
Gotcha.
think that's about it for me.
I love it. I love it. Rome.
Okay, so kind of like Snow Bunny, I speak my mind a lot. I think that's why my man Sick had me on because I don't hold back a lot. I speak how I feel, and yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just an old man want to respect his mouth, man. Just talk stuff, but I speak my truth. You know what I'm saying? But
Big facts.
hey, yeah, that's it, man. I'm a fighter for truth, and I love truth, man. No matter what it is. So yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It's-
JVB. Uh-oh, we
Oh,
done lost my man Jose.
You lost me?
Oh no,
Oh,
there
there
we
you
go, there
go.
we go, there we go.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
All right. So just give everybody an overview of yourself and, let us know what got you into this industry.
Well, I've been gaming since '79. I'm 49 years old now. So my first video game was Asteroids in '79. So ever since then, I've been hooked on video games. And then in 2005, I got into podcasting and been in it ever since.
Love it.
So because I'm very, when it comes to my ideals, Rome and we're on point because I can't
Absolutely.
stand hypocrisy. I can't stand false narratives. And regardless how many times I tell myself I'm not going to get involved in any of these Twitter wars or go at some of these influencers,
Right.
I can't help it because it's a community I helped build from 2005. So I feel like I owe those who still mess those who still stick with me. I owe it to them
That's
to
a
try to
fact.
keep the balance.
I figured. I feel it. I dig it. Tron, what about yourself?
Oh, well, you guys knew me for almost 4 years now. Um, I'm been here for, you know what? I'm always been into gaming myself since I was 5 years old. Um, I think it was an Atari was my very first console. Um, it wasn't really. It was my uncle's, but I used to play it. But down the line, I started playing all kinds of games. But I'm always been into the whole like RPGs of all types, and also um I got into the whole like mostly got into gaming community like around the time of 2017 or 18. So I'm actually glad just to, still be part of it. But like just like a JVB, it's you try not to get in those Twitter those accounts, argue with people, but you know what? Sometimes it's just like people say the most dumbest things, but you want to correct them, but you don't want to start something, but it's kind of like
The
it's tempting.
the beauty of it all is that this podcast isn't gaming centric at all. Here,
Mm-hmm.
we're
But
gonna talk
we also
about.
have to remember sometimes the same rules apply into effect of
They do.
we can't fix stupid.
No, no, you
Yes,
definitely
Yeah,
can't.
absolutely.
it does. It
That
does.
that is actually a very good point, Bunny. God damn, that's a very
And
good
there's a lot
point.
of it too.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's in all aspects of life. We can't fix stupid.
that's a fact. All right, so me myself and I, right? Me myself and I. A lot of people know me as Sick. Some people know me as Penn. Some people know me as Tony. It depends on where you know me from. You know what I mean? Um, Weird enough, in 2013, I decided to start a gaming channel. Right now, when I started that gaming channel, it was really because I kind of was seeing what was going on in the industry. It had nothing to do with Twitter. I wasn't on Twitter. I wasn't on any of that stuff. But I started seeing what was happening with the games, and I really didn't like the direction that they were going in. So I was like, yo, I need to be that voice. I need to be that. And the thing is, I don't like talking to people. You really wouldn't get that from me, but I really don't like talking at all. Never fucking liked it. Never been that guy to even want to talk and have conversations about this shit. But things changed, right? I found that a lot of people gravitated towards me as far as, when I started doing like videos, when I started doing live streams, when I started doing it's just it became fun to just simply interact with people, as far as what's going on in the world, what's going on with gaming and stuff like that. And this is how we got here today, because I felt like, dang, we talk so much about video games, but we never really talk about what's really going on in the world. We never really get to touch on things that I feel most people don't, most people will listen to outside of, these gaming podcasts and stuff like that. So I kind of want to put the focus and put the spotlight on, what's going on in the world. And that's kind of how we got here to this particular place, right? So I do want to have a segment, and that segment is actually talking about investing, which I know you do heavily, right, JVB? As far as like in the coin, and you got your stocks, your different stocks and stuff like that. So I do want to have a segment like that, because I always like to enlighten. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of the image, the information should be given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people
Yep.
say the game needs to be sold. I don't think the game needs to be sold. I think the game needs to be told, bro. Because when more people get the game, then we'll have less people out here doing stupid shit, because they ain't got the game, right? That's just how that shit go, right? But
That also, and this also shows everybody that everybody knows us as gamers and the things that we do in gaming, but this
right,
also shows another side of ourselves that's not gaming.
correct,
That people learn more about who we are as people also.
correct. Correct. Like I found some stuff out about Bunny today. She started talking about U-boats and what was that thing? The Lancer? What?
What, the Lusitania?
The Lusitania. Why don't I say Lancer? Like what the am I thinking about?
It,
And I had no
yeah,
idea what the hell she was talking about. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. She said the Lusitania. I went blank. I'm like, what? What are we talking about? Like she started telling me about some stuff about the Germans not being able to make U-boats because of something happening, and then the United Nations, they finally, I guess, allowed them to make a U-boat again or some shit like that. You would have to expound on that, Bunny. Uh-oh. Did I lose
Buddy, you
everybody?
there?
Funny.
Oh, he's
yeah,
lost.
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear. I can hear you
We can
guys.
hear you now, but you would have to
Okay.
expand on. As a matter of fact, since we're here, and I thought that that was a pretty interesting topic, and it's funny how we got there, right? We we actually got there. What's up, Kelvin? What's up, Silly But Boy, True Witty, PlayStation 5, Caleb Kaiser. Thank you guys for coming through. This is the inaugural episode, so we gonna try and do this as well as we can because we're still learning how this podcast is going to go. But hopefully,
You got me in here sick. We're gonna go left field. You already know that.
so hopefully we keep you guys interested throughout this time. And if you don't mind, please hit that like button and hit that share button. And don't be a stranger. If you in a comment section, you know what I'm saying? Let us know that you there. You know, we definitely want to say hi to you. You know, it is what it is. But Bunny, we was talking about oh, I know how we got to this topic.
We were talking about how you were saying
Danny
that you
Glover
didn't believe.
and
Yes.
Danny Glover and Samuel L. Jackson, how they were given like token Oscars because they never got one. And you started talking about the Titanic, and I think how the guy who played in Titanic didn't get anything either, but he must have pissed off some people or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
huge thing when back in the 90s when Titanic came out. Leonardo DiCaprio did something and pissed off the scene, and that's the reason he did not get not one award for Titanic. And like we were talking about how the little old lady in Titanic with the fewest scenes got an award and he didn't.
And all she did was sit there and look old. Like that's really all she did. Her lines
got
were
one for
so
many years.
minimal. Like it was just like I guess she was kind of I guess she was supposed to be narrating and telling the story, but
Yeah,
I'm just like,
she's,
come on, bruh. She shouldn't have. I mean,
Yeah,
but I
she
get it. I get it. She was a survivor, so you know.
yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. She was a survivor. That's why she got the award, just because, yo, she looked
Everybody
good
else
that
in there got an award. The director got an award. Kate Winslet got an award. Leonardo DiCaprio walked away with nothing.
Now-
Yeah, and everybody made fun of him about it. So he had to
He didn't
work
get an award for
hard
many
to get
years.
that.
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
just recently got an award, and I think it was like the first award in like 10
Yeah.
years.
And he
Man,
got-
hold on,
It
hold
was
on.
ripped
back
up by
in
a bear.
2018. Yeah, I think around 2018, I think.
It ain't
was.
just them getting effed over with that. My man Nas ain't get a Grammy until what, this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy,
I didn't know
man.
that.
He didn't
Yeah,
get
we
a
were talk-
Grammy until this year. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, really?
And Aerosmith never got a Grammy until they did the song for Armageddon.
Oh, really?
I don't want to miss a thing. Yeah, Aerosmith
Yeah.
had never gotten an award. Hell, even Run DMC covered their song "Walk
Yeah.
This Way" with a cameo of Aerosmith in the song, and Run DMC got a Grammy over Aerosmith.
That reinvigorated their career.
Yep, that
Right.
sure did.
It did, but that's so fucked up.
It is.
What's up, Get This Work? How you doing, man? And thank you for coming
Yeah.
through. But no. Bunny, the story that I want you to touch on, and this is before we actually get to, because these ain't the topics. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay,
These are not the
so
topics.
So when we were talking about that, you had made the comment that you didn't believe in the moon landings and the
Still don't.
Titanic sinking and things like that.
Right.
And then we went into the Titanic, and we were talking about the Titanic, and then because Ronnie brought up a conspiracy theory that the Titanic was hit by a missile, and I said no, that's the Lusitania that got sunk by a German U-boat by a torpedo at night.
Wow.
So the Lusitania, I was looking it up. I found out the Lusitania sunk on my mom's birthday of May 7th in 1915.
Oh, that's my birthday too.
Yeah, so then Torrens. So then we were talking about, and then we got to talking about movies, and I brought up the movie Das Boot, and how during World War I or World War II, the United Nations had made it so that Germany could not make U-boats anymore because of their participation in the wars. So when the movie Das Boot came out in the 80s,
And what is
Um,
that? Give us some information on what the hell Das Boot is, because I have no idea what that is.
Das Boot is a war movie about World War II, but it's told from the German perspective of a German U-boat crew.
Hey, wait. Let me stop you real quick. It's
Uh
because you
huh.
bring up World War II. Did you see that meme? I don't know if it was real, if it was true or not, but I think they say for veterans to get over, I think being shell shocked or something like that, they would have
The
like these
butt.
women sit on their face and shit like that.
Whoa, hold up.
Yo, I
What?
swear to
Shit
God,
stink.
Yeah.
bro. I just
Whoa.
happened to see that. I just happened to see that. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Okay, so with so it tells the story of a German U-boat that and it tells the side of the story of World War II from the German perspective.
Right, right,
So the directors of the film and the makers of the film wanted to have authenticity for it.
right.
So they had to go to I think it was the United Nations. I think that's who took over the contract or whatever. But they had to go to them and ask permission to make a recreation of a U-boat to film the movie.
Mm. Okay, so what Kelvin says is Germans used the U-boats and sunk the ship, and it was part of the cause of U.S. getting into World War One. Germany used
Yes.
U-boats in World War Two to try to stop our shipping lanes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's how they
If you
ended
watch a
up
movie,
sinking that ship then.
That's
there's a
how the
movie called
Lusitania got sunk in World War One. Was the German U-boat sunk in 1915, and that was the only time that's when the U.S. entered World War One.
Gotcha.
there's a movie with Tom Hanks on Apple TV called Greyhound, and it's like during that time where he's a captain of like a battleship, and they have to take on German submarines.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. U-571 with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that was another good one.
Yeah, that was another good one.
Okay.
And then once you got into the 80s, you started having sub ships mostly about Russia, like in the Cold War, like the Hunt for Red October.
Vedra said it was called the League of Nations at the time and was
Yes,
only a theory.
yes,
So it
the League
wasn't
You
the
of
know, I mean,
Nations.
United
so
Nations; it was the
fucking
League
well.
of
It was
Nations.
the Yeah, it was the beginnings of the
Gotcha.
United Nations. It's like it was like way before the United Nations, but I couldn't remember exactly who they were. But yeah, they stripped it of that. So yeah, that's how we ended up getting on that. So okay, our squirrel moment is over, hopefully for right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah, that
So
was no. That was interesting to me. That's one of the main reasons why when you actually started talking about it, I was like, yo, you know what? That's actually pretty goddamn cool. Like I'm never
mhm.
turning down information. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you will
yeah.
always get random shit from my brain at any time.
Yeah, but
Same
no.
here.
It's appreciated.
Yeah,
What I
definitely.
will say, what I will say is, we had some bullshit going on back in the days. I mean, for real, for real. I mean,
Mhm.
all of the wars that started, it seemed to have started over some bullshit.
Mhm.
And
It
That's-
goes back
yeah.
to if you listen to the lyrics of Billy Billy Joel's song "We Didn't Start the Fire."
mhm,
Yeah.
It basically says that we're always going to be at war because of something else that caused it before our time. It gets to the point of it's like we don't even know why we're fighting each other anymore because of something that happened so long ago.
right, right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
There's
a,
always an underlying reason that's
So
and
covered
it's
up
not
by
only
something
that, and
stupid.
it has to do with like a country that's triggered by something that happened years ago. They keep a grudge on that for a very long time. When they have the opportunity, they just let it go and just start having fights with other people if they side with them. So it's like that whole "you're with us or you're against us" kind of thing.
yeah,
Well,
Mhm.
I think we see real war based on religion.
yeah,
The other wars
Yeah.
that we're accustomed to is based on greed, because there's always a reason for us to invade some country. It's never about like when they said there were missiles in at what was that Kuwait?
No, it was
No, Hassan Hussein, right? I'm mixing.
it
Remember,
was,
I have brain
Wait,
injury,
wait.
so I'm
Saddam,
mixing
it
all
was
that.
Saddam
it-
Hussein.
Remember
yeah,
when
it
they
was,
they found him, they invaded him. They said that there was missiles.
The Gulf War. It was during the
Yes.
Gulf War. George Bush Sr., former President George Bush Sr., said that there was missiles in Kuwait, and that's when the Gulf War happened, going into Kuwait.
Wait, was he the
They
one
never
that they
found it.
found in a hole or some shit like that?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And they killed him.
Hey, that is crazy, dog.
It is.
Like,
Yeah,
Look,
that's one
is it
war my
Saddam
mom
Hussein?
said. Yeah, my mom said that was one war that the only reason they went over there was to get rid of him to get the oil. That's it.
I could believe
And
that.
that's
That's
based
enough.
on money.
Mm-hmm.
Halliburton, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
Halliburton
well,
been eating though. Them boys been
Oh, yeah.
eating, bruh. Like,
Oh, yeah.
man, every time somebody sneezed the wrong way, nigga, we send millions and billions of fucking dollars to Halliburton, nigga. Like we need these. We need something to see. That's the one thing where I don't think a lot of countries really understand the U.S. Right? Like, don't get me wrong. We got some of these other countries. We got their time fucked up too, but they don't realize that we will kill ourselves like we will blow ourselves up before we allow them to invade shit. They won't get nothing. When they get here, this bitch will be empty. Like we some crazy motherfuckers, dog. And I'm talking about all the way from the top to the bottom. As a matter of fact, if we think you about to come over here, nigga, we gonna blow your whole country off the map. Then we gonna go over there and help your ass rebuild, nigga. Then we gonna go ahead and gentrify that bitch. We gonna go ahead and populate that bitch with a whole bunch of nuns. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But sick. While you're saying that, I'm thinking about how in World War II, how we entered World War II, was Japan got mad at us for not giving them spare parts anymore, and they came over and fucking bombed Pearl Harbor, and here we are, we dropped the fucking nuke. And now when you say that, I'm sitting here laughing like, yeah, we dropped the A-bomb because Japan attacked Pearl Harbor over the fact that we were no longer giving Japan spare metal and parts for them to rebuild their economy, because America told them, we're not giving you materials so you can make weapons to go against our allies. And so Japan threw a little hissy fit and attacked Pearl Harbor.
And they found out real quick we don't give a fuck about nobody, nigga. Like, we killing kids, women, nigga. We killing the whole bloodline, nigga. By the time we finish, it ain't gonna be shit but dust. And I mean that in the most respectful way, because I do not disrespect the Japanese or the Chinese or any of those Asian countries. You know, really anybody to be quite frank, it doesn't matter where you at, nigga. I don't care if your ass live in North Korea or goddamn South Africa or whatever. I'm just looking at this shit from the point of, I think that's why a lot of people don't really want to fuck with us. Like, they'll talk, they'll do the rah-rah, but they'll never have any action. Because the second you have action, nigga, we gonna come land, air, and sea, nigga. Like we gonna drop. First of all, we gonna send them invisible drones over there, and we gonna just start dropping bombs on your ass. You gonna feel like you gonna feel like a fucking alien is dropping them shits. Cause
now you know one country I am more afraid of than our country.
Probably Russia, but go ahead.
No, France.
France?
Oh, really? Oh.
France, you know, listen to the reasoning.
But don't they got
They
special
are
forces?
the nicest people in the world. But do you realize they have one of the biggest nuclear arsenals?
Oh, France. I didn't know that.
You got the word wee on it.
And the nicest people in the world, those are the motherfuckers you gotta watch out for.
Hey,
They'll
that's how I
flip
be
that
for real,
switch real fucking quick on your ass.
Hey, man, listen, I don't think we will ever be worried about France. I'm
You better
sure
watch out for
I'm
Nina,
sure
that's
of that. Now, China, you gotta wonder about them motherfuckers. You gotta
Oh,
watch
hell
their
yeah.
ass closely, right?
Yo,
them
where I live in
China, man.
Queens, they are buying real estate left and right.
Oh yeah,
And
hell yeah,
once
Man.
you overtake the real estate, guess what? You control the freaking narrative.
That's
Control
correct.
rent.
Yeah.
And also they're fighting with freaking Taiwan for the freaking silicone
For the
market.
semiconductor
So,
shit.
Yep. And that's a serious business over there.
Yeah, but the thing is, why the fuck you fighting with Taiwan, bro? You already make everything, bro. Like,
Because they're the
Because
biggest
they want
chip
the
maker.
monopoly. They want the monopoly of it. If they become the
TSM is
biggest,
huge.
if they get the biggest market of it, then they control it. Right now, that control is in Taiwan. They want to get they're like no. We need that control.
I think we could. I think we good with the stuff from Taiwan, China. I don't think we need a knockoff
As
of a
a deal.
knockoff of a knockoff. All right, like we need the real
Right.
shit. We need our shit to not break down. All right. So, China, leave them people
So
the fuck
Ronnie.
alone. Let them go ahead and do their thing. Let them make them damn semiconductors. All right, cool. We cool? Cool.
We squirreled again.
Hey, listen,
You know?
listen. I am gonna say this. I would hope during my lifetime, during my kids' lifetime, during my kids' lifetime, that we don't go into war.
Man.
Because at this point, we got a whole bunch of pansies over here in America, man.
Oh
Like-
yeah, dude.
I don't
I
know what
mean-
y'all talking about. Out of everybody in this podcast, okay? If some country decides to drop a nuke on DC, my black ass is probably the one going to die
Hey,
because I'm the closest to it.
if somebody, I'm gonna tell your ass right now. If somebody drop anything on DC, nigga, I am going to the Virgin Islands, nigga. I will be somewhere in the Caribbean, nigga. I
Let me
will
tell
be.
you something.
I will be.
You got a chance to live. I am 3 hours outside of DC. My ass is dead. I'm
Hey.
vaporized, y'all.
Listen, I'm
Yo,
going to Haiti. I'm going somewhere where niggas just don't want to fuck with. Listen, it's the reason why motherfuckers do not fuck with Haitians, bro.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Man.
Let me tell you. I've heard some of the stories. I've heard about places you can't go in Haiti because they truly believe that fucking zombies and shit live there.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not going against what they said because I've heard way too many stories from way too many people that say the same fucking thing and they don't know each other. So there has to be something true or some
Oh,
truth
you talking
about it.
Oh, you know the reason
about
of that, right? There's a plant that they give people that give zombie-like qualities, where they forget their memories and all that stuff, and they continually feed them this plant.
Hey, listen,
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck it is. All I know is I ain't finna be fucked up with it. All right? All
Right.
right,
you're just
cool.
so assertive. That's what it is. It's like you
Yo.
become like you become as a servant to that person too. So
Yeah.
that's also it's like when I actually watched that, they won't tell you where they got the plant from. They won't tell you. They make it to like a powder.
I want to say it's the cassava plant. Let me look that up.
Man, I think I know what you're talking about, and that's some shit I saw in a movie. I can't remember what the movie was. But
No.
some dude-
There was I read a paper about it when I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah,
I think I heard about it when I was in New Orleans.
Yeah, man. Listen, all I know is I know too many people that say voodoo is real, bruh. Too many.
The black
Shit,
magic.
if I'm not mistaken, ain't Florida have like a bunch of Haitians down there too?
Let's say that again. Can't hear you.
Don't Florida got like a bunch of Haitians and stuff down there too?
Hell yeah, nigga.
Yeah, they got little. Haiti
Hell
over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, bruh. All I'm gonna
Over
say is
by Fort Lauderdale.
Florida is
Mhm.
weird, right? You
Right.
can go to different parts of Florida and feel like you are in different little countries. Like I
Yeah.
shit you
Wow.
not. I
Wow.
literally,
Yeah.
and I told this story again on my other channel. Like I remember before we had like, you know, the way Google is now where you can Google map everything. You don't need a GPS. Like I had a Nokia phone. It was one of the color screen Nokia phones. You could barely do anything with it. You couldn't really get on the internet, but it took some eye pictures. I remember I was in Miami. Don't even know why I was in Miami. But I was driving down Miami, and Miami has some of the strangest roads I've ever seen in my life. right?
Yep.
So I ended up going, I think it was like somewhere like not east. Let me see if I'm going south. It was like West Miami. Bruh. All of the signs turned Spanish. I said, what the fuck? Like literally.
Cuba.
Yo, I was in, man, listen. I was in Little
Went to
Havana.
Little Havana.
Yes. I was like, you have got to be shitting me, dog. I stopped at the gas station, man. I asked the dude, I was like, how do I get back to the highway, right? He pointed. That nigga just, he pointed, he was like, that way. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That was probably the most English he spoke, too.
I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would love
That
it down
happened to
there because I would go around to all the different towns just to get the food.
Shit, I
The food
doubt
was
it.
great.
I doubt it. You don't want to end up in certain places. I'm going to tell you like that.
Yeah, I believe it.
You don't want to fuck.
There's
Shit,
a
I used to
spot
watch
I
First
remember
48
driving
all the
around.
time. It was always in Florida.
Listen,
Always.
man. Miami, let me tell you, certain places in Dade and then certain places in Palm Beach, you don't want to go there. It's so bad the police don't even want to go there. This is what I'm telling you.
Sounds like where I grew up at.
Yeah.
A lot of people think I lie when I say the police don't want to go there. There are places the police don't want to go, which is why they don't show up. It's just that bad.
Like,
I went
that's
to
like
a section
the,
they call Little Haiti.
Yo,
Where's that at? Where's that at, Sick?
Huh?
That was in Florida.
yeah, that's
They
in
call it Little
that's in
Haiti.
Dade too. Lil Haiti
Yep,
is in Dade.
Dade County.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's in Dade.
I went in there and my cousin was like, "Yo, you better make a U-turn real quick."
Yo, nah, you don't want to. First of all, you don't want to stop and ask for directions in certain places, right? You don't want to be caught in certain areas at certain times,
Yep.
cause your ass ain't leaving. Second of all, niggas are scared to kill you in certain areas, but in certain areas they will walk in broad daylight and take your fucking head off. Like it is real. It is real. Like a lot of people think that shit is funny, and they think the police got control of it. They ain't got control of nothing. Nothing. Man,
That's why they always in the highways.
they will tell you not to go certain places. That's why.
Out of 10,
if-
and 9 times out of 10, the cops are already bought, so they already know they're getting paid not to come in there.
Oh no, there's dirty cops everywhere, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But in Dade, you really don't want to get caught up in certain places. Stay your ass on the beach. If you come down here to visit, go to the beach. Go to South Beach. That's where you want to be.
Hollywood or something.
You want to be in South Beach.
Right.
Hollywood, Hollywood ain't nothing. Hollywood is whatever. It's whatever.
It's all right.
But that's in Broward County. That's not in Dade.
Oh, my friend lives in Broward County.
Yeah, I live in Broward County.
Yeah. I lived there for like 3 years.
Man, listen. I love
Sick.
Florida, but I can't wait to leave this bitch. I mean, leave it and never come back.
I'm shocked you haven't yet.
Actually, I just have a question about that. So, what's the? I know her about that building that fell. What is
That
up
was
with
one of the
that?
topics too. So since we here, we might as well stay here.
Yes.
So yeah. Again, they don't take care of shit here. A lot of the buildings are run down as fuck. They'll put a new coat of paint over it, even though the foundation is falling apart. We have a really bad termite issue in Florida. Like, I don't know if it's just Florida. Maybe it's in other places as well. But we have a really bad fucking termite issue. So,
Now,
structures,
let me ask you this question. Do you have a really bad ant issue also?
ants, yeah, definitely.
That's the reason.
Let me
Whenever you have a really bad ants infestation, you have termites.
tell you.
Ants eat termites.
The ants were so bad. I shit you not. This shit damn near fucking, my heart almost dropped one day, right? So where I live, I got a lot of trees at my house. A lot of fucking trees. Where I park, it's a parking lot, right? Like it's a driveway. It doesn't, there's trees on the left side, trees on the right side, but it's a parking lot. Bruh. I got in my truck one day. This is when I was working. I was driving to work, and I think I was off on lunch. Right? I was in my car. I was eating what was I eating? I think I was eating like a chicken sandwich or something from Wendy's, and I started seeing ants across the dashboard. They was just walking across the dashboard like it ain't nothing. Like, this is where I live, right? So I started killing the ants. And the more I killed them, the more I started to see. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Bruh, I opened the door and they were everywhere. They were everywhere. Inside the fucking hinges, dog. They were just scrambling, trying to get to some sort of fucking hidden pocket. Dude, I almost shit myself. I said, what the fuck? Bro, I literally took, you know how around your door, right? You have this little rubber thing, I guess, that's supposed to seal everything and make sure water don't get in. I pulled all of that shit down. Pulled all of it down. I had to kill everything I saw. Like, I was like, I ain't gonna even lie. Low key, that shit had my skin crawling. It was thousands of them motherfuckers. It was thousands of them. I was like, yo, this ain't supposed to happen like this. I don't know what's going on, dog. But nah, that's one of the reasons why I don't know if it's just Florida. Maybe it's not just Florida. But we have silly shit like that happen. Silly shit like all types of different types of moths. Bro, I'm telling you. Let me tell you. And this is not the sidetrack because we're going to get to the collapsed building, but I had to expand on this, right? So I woke up one day, right? I was getting ready to go take a piss, right? Man, I go to take a piss, dog. I'm half asleep, half woke. You know how that shit be, right? But I'm just trying to make it to the goddamn bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, take a piss, I turn around, I'm looking dead at a fucking spider, dog. Like, I'm talking about this spider was fucking huge, dog. I had to literally talk to the spider and let him know, hey, look, nigga, I don't want no problems. This is your fucking bathroom. You can have this shit. Just let me make it back to the bed. This is yours. Nigga, listen, I paid for this bitch, but this is yours. You were here first, right? Just let me make it to the bed and we cool, right? Nigga, I even woke my wife up. I was like, yo, come and look at this big ass fucking spider. She was like, just kill it. I said, no, I'm not touching it, but come and look at it. Man, listen, bro. I ain't want no types of problems with that spider, bro. Like, it was his. He could have that bathroom that night. For real. Eventually, she saw him and killed him, but...
Yeah, I saw that tweet you put that morning.
Yo, I ain't want no problems with that goddamn spider, bro. Like, that's
See,
real
I
shit.
usually leave stuff like that alone. I'll just like push it out my house. But if it's a motherfucking poisonous bitch, your ass is dead. I see you before you see me, and I see that you are like a black widow or a poisonous spider. Your ass is dead. I ain't gonna talk to you if you gonna kill me. Your ass is dead.
Hey, Bronze, I was ready to burn this bitch down for real. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was ready. I was literally ready to collect some insurance on this bitch. Like, I was ready to burn this bitch down to the floor, dog. Yo, I just wanted to set gasoline just to that bathroom, bro. Like, we'll figure it out later. I just didn't want no problems with it, man. I'm gonna be real, bro. So 159 unaccounted for as search continues in Florida condo collapse. Man. Death toll rises to 4. Now,
God, more now. It's 12 now.
Is it 12 now? These niggas need to update they motherfucking shit then. But listen, structurally, you're not safe in a lot of buildings in Florida. I'm just going to tell you that right now. They suck, and they do the bare minimum as far as maintenance go. So it doesn't surprise me that this has happened.
I used to work... Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No. You good. You good. Go ahead.
I used to work for Local 71, the elevator union.
Mm-hmm.
One job we had was the Fountain Blue.
I know the Fountain Blue. Yeah.
And man, let me tell you that the laborers that were there, and I'm talking about from different regions of the world. Like, most of them probably weren't unionized or even citizens. Like, anything went. And then there was this bad flu that went around, so we called it the Fountain Flu.
Mm-hmm.
That none of us could shake no matter what. So seeing what happened there just totally brought back memories of Fountain Blue, because things were like, and that's a very historical landmark.
Right.
A hotel. So you would imagine like they had the cream of the crop working on it, but no, like whoever was available to work was going to work. And the quality of work, it brought me back to that building collapsing, because that's what, at least when I was there, that's what I saw firsthand, and it's a shame that it came down to this.
No, and
Eh,
as a
I mean,
person who lives here, I can tell you for the most part, most of the places that I've lived in, even in great areas, they have been shitty. Like the construction of the premises is just terrible, or it's extremely old and nobody's doing maintenance, nobody's doing upkeep, nobody's making sure that things aren't fucked up. Like it's really bad down here.
now, let's be honest. I kind of think this might be a situation everywhere in certain aspects because I'm looking at like the building I work in, right?
Mm-hmm.
The building I work in, it was built in 2004 or so, so it's not even 20 years old.
Right.
Okay. We have complained to the owners of the building that our roof was leaking, that we found some strange ass bugs crawling all in, and I'm a dental assistant. We had
Oh,
to
damn.
shut down some of our operatories because of these weird ass bugs that was crawling around the windows that cannot be opened. Okay?
Mm.
So finally, they kept telling us that the reason our roof was leaking was because of our air conditioning unit. We
Probably
got a
had a
brand
hole in it.
No, no, no. We've got a brand new air conditioning unit.
Mm-hmm.
So then it stormed. Our whole office got flooded in the back room. Water was gushing out the ceiling, and we call them up like, yeah, we got a new AC unit, but it's storming right now, and rain is coming all in. So then they came in. They sent this dude, like I'm 5'3". They sent this dude who had to be like 4'3" to look up in the ceiling, and we didn't have any ladder tall, and he didn't bring a ladder tall enough for him to get up into the ceiling to see what the issue was. But come to find out, it was a huge hole up there that's been up there for years. And they finally got that fixed, and the weird bugs that were crawling in from the window that we can't open anyway,
Right.
that whole side of the building was termite infested.
Wow.
So they had to come through. And like I said, this building is not even 20 years old.
That's embarrassing.
Right.
So I'm not even sure if this is just like a Florida thing or if it's just that construction now is just shitty.
Listen, man, I've seen them like Wawas, right? They're popping up everywhere. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what a Wawa is, but
Yep,
it's
I have them.
yeah, it's a gas station. They sell like sandwiches and shit like that. But dude, I've seen them pop one of them bitches up in like fucking 6 months. Like it takes them no time. I'm like, yo, and this is from the ground up. So I'm
Man,
talking
you
about
never seen them build a house?
man.
I
Yeah,
watched
same over
them.
here. They go up really quick.
I watched them put the foundation down of a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, run all the piping and all that shit. Then they bought the house on 2 pieces and set the house down.
They bought the house in 2 pieces.
On 2 flatbed trucks.
What?
And set each half together and seamed them together.
What the fuck? Was that like a trailer or something?
No, my friend's house, some people I used to hang out with, their house, when you walked along the floor, when they had carpeting, it was always a little bump. And he said, yeah, that's from when they bought the both halves of the house and put the 2 halves of the house together. If you go up into their attic that was unfinished, you can see the steam that was going through the middle of their house because they bought each half of the house on a flatbed and positioned it into place with cranes and put and sealed them together.
Nah, fam. I need you to build my structure where you fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I don't want you breaking my shit on no
Old-fashioned.
flatbed, dog. Like,
Yeah,
no.
This was a 2-story house, mind you.
Oh hell no.
Shit. I grew up in the Bronx, so all those buildings are like centuries old and
Yeah.
can withstand a freaking
Let me. I'll just make this
war or
easy for
something.
you. I want to make this very easy. I think it's just are all these people paying all these. It just makes me wonder. You paying all this money for these whole. You paying for all these like hotels, like these not the hotels, but sorry, got background noise. Um, you're paying for all these buildings. Like you live in a hotel, not hotel, but apartment, and it collapsed. But how much are you paying for that apartment for not doing anything? That seems
Mm.
to be a very common thing. Like people are paying so much for these places, but they ain't doing shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's you know, the realtors, they're in it for the quick dollar. So they put stuff up as quickly as possible and sell it.
It's
See,
When
the
it's
COVID
thing
hit,
is,
capitalism. It's capitalism, man.
yeah.
and the thing about Florida is you would think they would have better structures in place because of all the hurricanes you guys get.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like in Chile, they made their infrastructure in Chile because of all the earthquakes to where when an earthquake happens, the buildings sway with the
Yeah,
earthquake.
yeah. We did the
Okay?
same thing with elevators.
Yeah, in California, I'm pretty sure a lot of the buildings are built like the newer buildings are built like that because of the
Yeah,
earthquakes.
yeah,
Um,
we learned. We do.
yeah, Florida, you guys are getting hit with hurricanes left and right. It's like, oh, it's hurricanes. Hurricanes for you guys are like a walk in the park. Even up here where I'm at, we get quite a few hurricanes where I'm at, but they have things in place for it. It's like you guys down there, they just like threw y'all to Mother Nature. It's like, oh, we want y'all bitches to die. So let's start the slate over or
Well, I
something.
will say. Well, let me tell you something. When we had those fires, we had that orange sky over here.
Hey, I
That
appreciate it, True
was
Witty,
it,
that was
man.
crazy.
Now, this is
I
something
was.
that's just my bad, Tron. But this is just
That's
something
okay.
that we're doing that is aside from like gaming talk and stuff like that. But we definitely it's a good vibe.
Oh my.
Like it's a good vibe. That's why I like these guys and gals, and that's why we had to assemble the Avengers to make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, like I said, Royal will show up soon. Um, and we still haven't gotten to any topics. I'm gonna be real with you. Well, one,
We got
the
to the
building collapsing.
building.
Yeah, so we can check that one off. But do anybody have any questions? Don't worry, I
Mm.
can't answer them. But do anybody have
Well,
any questions
Did you
about?
guys hear
no,
that
it's like
rumor? Did you guys hear that rumor that one of the people who was missing in that building is the hold on, shout and be quiet. Is the sister to some politician in South America? Is the sister-in-law to some politician in South America?
Hmm.
Sucks for
So there
him,
could be
man.
some foul play.
It sucks
I
for.
heard her whole family was in there.
Oh damn.
Damn.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I'm sitting. When I heard that, I was like, "Are we sure this is an accident?"
Well,
Right.
you can never be too sure. You can never be too sure because there are criminals out there that are paid by
Yep.
people in high society to do low things. You ever
Oh
heard the
yeah.
saying, it's great to have people in low places or great to have people in high places? That's
Hmm.
Hmm.
real. That's real. A lot of these politicians are nasty and they are dirty as fuck. And a
Yep.
lot of them have killed people.
Oh yeah.
People don't want to
Yeah.
admit it, but they have.
Well, they've had people killed because they
Yeah.
never get their hands dirty. But yeah, it's a dirty
They're
business.
crooked.
Politics,
They're
period.
Yeah.
they're crooked in a barrel of snakes. So as long as you understand that,
Yeah.
you will
hmm
be able to flow with it.
Facts.
I wouldn't be surprised because there's been like I don't know like there's been like a lot of things been going on. It's pretty strange, especially right now. It's like with the pandemic and stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh, let's blame it on China about the whole pandemic," and it's not the bats, it's a laboratory and all this other stuff. So and it's getting to the point it's getting really like you can't even go I can't even go to work with people just complaining. Like not to say
Yeah,
work, like
yeah.
customers. Customers come in bitch about all this stuff. Like, I don't really want to hear about your political beliefs.
Just buy your booze and get out.
Here,
I
get
thought
out
I
of
thought
here.
I thought the lockdown was gonna make people appreciate other people and kind of like
Man,
distance themselves from the need to be hooked up all the time, 24/7. No, I just made a lot of people more stupid.
Shit,
Most of the
Eh,
time,
eh,
so
hold
eh,
like,
on.
eh.
Let me tell you what happened here in Florida, my nigga. They've been
Oh,
trying to
wait,
get
one
out.
second. I'm sick.
Hmm.
Snake doctor, thank you, because I knew it was somebody, but the first lady of Paraguay's family was in that building when it collapsed, on the half of the building that collapsed.
Ah, okay. I don't know who that is. I mean, I want to sit up here and play like I know who the first
It's
lady
a,
of
it's a,
Paraguay is, but I don't.
no. It's like her position's like the
No,
the
no, no, no.
first
I
lady
get
of
it.
the
I get
president.
it.
Yeah,
Like the president's wife, right? Like I
yeah.
get that. Yeah, no, but I don't know who the president of Paraguay is to
Oh
begin
no,
with.
no.
Yeah, I mean, but that sucks for them though, for real. Cause like, I mean, there's a lot of ways to die, but let me tell you. First of all, I don't want to die drowning. That's number one.
right.
I don't want to dry. I don't want to die on fire. Right? Don't set me on fire and have my ass cooking. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to die extremely cold, meaning I don't want to be sitting in the freezer and have that slow death. If I die, just give me one to the cranium with a magnum. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make that shit quick.
yeah,
Make that shit quick,
Um,
bro. Do not
or
make
while
me
you're
suffer,
sleeping
bro.
or something.
yo, but sick. Here's the thing. One of the fires that started in last year was a guy who killed his I think girlfriend or somebody, and tried to set her body on fire, but set half of California on
Wow,
Wait,
man,
what?
that's a
Yo,
romance.
wait,
That's a romance story right now.
wait. Now that you say that, Tron, remember back when I was like, yo, this shit ain't coincidental? Somebody is setting these fires.
So
No,
that's what.
that was back. That was a couple of years ago. I told you about that fire, but this one was the one that recently, the one I was telling you. Sorry, I'm eating.
Yeah, we
the
could tell.
the fire that happened when they got that the red sky.
Yeah,
All that happened last year.
Wait.
One of the
But
fires,
you can't
one of
tell.
the fires was.
You
Oh, go
can't
ahead.
just say that I'm eating and then not say what you're eating. Like I get it that
Oh
you're
yeah,
trying to make a point, but what are you eating?
a Ritz cracker.
Damn, that's it? Yo,
No,
she
so
is
her
I
mouth
fucking
had
must
that
be her
Ritz
mouth must be real
cracker
dry.
up.
I had salmon. I had salmon with it. I
Okay.
had smoked salmon.
That's funny. I had a
Nice.
dope ass chicken salad today, and I made it.
Oh,
Yo, let me tell you what's so crazy about it. Right when I made the salad, let me tell you what I put on top of the salad. Y'all gonna be like, yo, that's nasty as fuck. But I promise you, it wasn't nasty. So I made
Mustard.
the salad, right? Put the chicken, had the tomatoes, didn't have no cucumbers because I thought we had some, and then when I got home, I realized I didn't have some, so I should have picked some up while I was at the stove. But then once I got home, I was too lazy to actually go back out, so I was like, "Fuck that shit." Um, but man, I had it with some Caesar dressing, right? And on
mm.
top of the salad, I had the shredded hash browns. Oh my god.
Oh, that sounds so good. I
It
don't know
was
Oh my
why.
god.
actually really delicious. I promise you it was. It was
That
really delicious.
sounds yummy.
It was.
Yeah.
It
Hell
was
yeah.
Did you
indeed
have any
great.
cheese on it?
Yeah, so the salad was supposed to be healthy, but I think I fucked that one up. I think I
Sick,
fucked.
sick. Let me tell you this from a
That was a
fat
Panera
person.
Bread special.
Let me tell you from a fat person who eats healthy. Okay, you had greenery in there. It was perfectly healthy. It was perfectly healthy with the greenery. You're a-okay in my book.
Nah, but
Okay.
I only ate half the salad anyway. But it was really good. I didn't think that it would be that good. Like putting the hash browns on it, like the shredded hash brown. Oh man! And I cooked the shredded hash browns in some oil. Like it was like a little tip of oil or whatever. It wasn't like olive oil. It should have been extra virgin olive oil, but it wasn't. It was regular oil, vegetable oil at that. But I promise you, when it was cooked and finished, oh my god, it was so good. It was so good.
That's
Sounds good,
a-okay.
man.
I promise you, it
Next
was
So
so
time,
good.
put some lard, man.
Nah. See,
Kick it
nah,
old school.
nah.
He
I can't.
doesn't do bacon. He doesn't do pork
Yeah,
stuffing.
yeah. I can't.
Oh,
do that.
okay.
But man, that would have been awesome. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yo, I'm telling you, go to Walmart. They sell the shredded hash browns in the little freezer area where the fries are.
Mhm.
$2, I
Well,
think, and some change.
I get the fresh ones that's over in the breakfast area and make my sausage casserole
You
bake.
could do
So
that
yeah,
too, but it has to
Ooh.
be shredded hash browns for
they are shred. They
real.
got shredded and cubed ones over in the
Dang.
fresh.
Oh,
Making me
okay.
hungry.
See,
Ooh,
listen.
that sounds
They
so
doing something
good.
different over there. Where you at? Delaware? They doing something
Mhm.
crazy in Delaware, nigga. Because if you go to the Walmart here, nigga, you be lucky if you get anything fresh. I remember I went and bought some chicken from the. Yo, I went and bought some chicken because look, I was on this little kick where I was like fucking up Walmart's wings that they sell, right? Because they had like these ranch wings, and I'm talking about they were really good, right? Till one day I went there and they sold me some wings that had to be from like a couple days ago. Like it just didn't even taste right, bro. They was hard.
So let me ask you this, Sick. Did you go in like the middle of the month? Because the key to getting fresh shit at Walmart is you need to go at the first of the month.
I
Because
don't remember where. I don't remember
that
where.
shit gets bought out and they have to restock at the first of the month.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
Ronnie, those glorious pictures you were putting up on Twitter last year of your beautiful red sky in your town was because some dude killed his girlfriend and was trying to set her body on fire and ended up setting half of
That's one of the
California on
fires.
fire.
That was one of the fires. That's the one of the fires that started in my area. The other one was like, yeah.
So this dude killed his girlfriend, torched her body, set your whole town on fire.
Not like that. And it's like it just moved, like the fire just moved.
That's
from
what
one
I'm
area.
saying. It moved so much that you saw the red blood sky.
Well, the blood sky was because we had all the fires like covered the whole area. San Francisco looked like people would walk around with a mask on, having a great old time.
Hey,
Walking.
hey, now that you say that, right? Like the dude killing his girlfriend. Are y'all familiar with Ronnie O'Neal? Does that name ring a bell at all?
It does a
It
little
does ring a bell. I just forgot what it
What did he do?
bit.
Yeah, this nigga from my state, bro. Like this. Hey, all right. So it ain't funny because the nigga is crazy, right? He's absolutely fucking nuts. But he killed his girl,
Well, no.
killed his daughter,
Oh wow.
shit.
and tried to kill his son, and decided
hell?
he was gonna represent himself in court.
Oh, I did hear about
Oh,
that.
that's the guy.
Yep. Crazy.
Hey, hey, hold on,
Yeah, I
dog.
heard about that.
Listen, rest in peace to the people that lost their lives. But this
But
nigga,
dude,
this
I
nigga
heard
really
about that.
got up in court. Yo.
I-
Hold on,
I
I'm sorry. I'm
saw
sorry, Troy. I'm sorry. It's
I saw
just
this on court TV. What they call camcord? I think it was on camcord. I saw that, and I
And
was
what's mess-
thinking, like,
So wait a minute. So Sick, let me decipher you between your labs here. So this Joker, as my grandmother would say, this Joker got up here and killed his wife, killed his daughter, attempted to kill his son, then denied all representation in court, and went to fucking court and represented himself on a double
Yes.
murder and an attempted murder charge. Is
And,
that
and,
what you're saying?
Hey, get
and
this.
became an internet meme.
No, get this. And then hold on. He he cross-examined his son.
what?
He asked his son.
No,
He
I did
said-
not see that part.
He asked his son. He said, "Hey, son, did you see me kill mommy?" The kid was like, "No." He was like, "Did I hurt you?" The boy was like, "Yes." You stabbed me. It's not. Look, it's not funny because the kid got hurt, right? But I don't know what answer he thought was finna come from this kid. I don't know if he thought the kid was gonna lie for him. The kid was like, "Hell yeah, you hurt me, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, yo, this nigga is a complete. Look, he is a complete fucking nut. This nigga is a complete. First of all, I wish y'all could hear this.
News alert from the Hillsborough County Courthouse.
Hold on, let me see.
A life courtroom, and that's
Let's get this straight. So then he cross-examines himself. I mean,
he
his son,
believed that the fact
asking his son if he saw him hurt mommy. They're gonna ask him, did he hurt him?
Yes.
You know what? That dude got multiple personalities, and there's one personality that's hidden, and the other personality who probably don't even know that he did the shit that he did. And that's the reason he was asking his son, did you see me hurt mommy or did I hurt you? Because it's the other personality that did that shit.
It's a possibility. Yeah. But that's still weird.
No, because his two personalities might not know each other. Okay? They might not know the other personality exists.
Hold on. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear this. I hope to God y'all can hear this.
The verdict comes after weeks of an unusual trial in Florida where Oneal chose to represent himself.
The evidence is going to show I love my
It
children.
was all over Twitter for a while.
I think it was on camcorder.
Just look at this nigga, bro.
The evidence is going to prove to you.
Yo,
Like a flat top.
he has wicks, and what he has is called wicks.
This whole entire case.
It's a Florida thing, but
tampered
the shit
with
looks
and fabricated.
really
I don't know
ridiculous.
what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about
As
here
the
now.
trial
I've seen
moved into
I've
the
seen that shit here. You should see the shit that's here. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Okay, when you hear about some of the stories that you hear about that goes on here, you see why I don't date here.
But this Ronnie Oneal dude he different. He different, buddy. You can't make this shit can only be made in Florida. This nigga can
tell you
only be
something.
made in Florida.
Let me tell you something. This dude here, okay, got caught raping horses.
Oh, damn.
First of all,
Caught him in a stale, tying up the horse's rear legs.
oh, okay. Okay. I was just gonna say that would not fare well because when that horse kicked back, he gonna fuck that dude up.
They caught him tying the legs up of the horse and having sexual relations with the horse.
So he had experience, too.
Yes, they knew he was doing it, and they were trying to catch him because a couple horses were getting violated by this dude.
So, oh my god, it reminds me.
So my point is, sick. It's crazy mofo's everywhere.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's different here.
Crazy, man.
It's different here, Bunny.
Well, Florida literally has
I
their
don't know,
own man from
Like I said,
Florida.
you just haven't seen shit here, man.
Nah, let me tell you. You think that's
What?
something? First of all, we've had dudes that fuck horses,
And my little
and they've gotten
crooked
caught.
nose ass dog is going.
And we've had people out here fucking chickens. It's the bestiality in Florida is crazy. Crazy.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't
surprised
even be surprised about here that of the shit that's not caught yet. But that was just the one that made headlines, and the dude wasn't even old and creepy. He was like in his 30s.
Damn.
That nigga was young and creepy. Like they exist too. They definitely exist too. Creepy ass.
Took the
you
time
know
to
what,
tie up the legs.
Just hearing that, it just reminds me of that whole case where we had issues in California. You hear some crazy stuff like we had people like everyone said, don't make sure you get your weed and stuff. Make sure it's from an actual person that actually sells it, because people were getting laced stuff with shrooms. We had people lacing with ecstasy with the weed. We had people.
Damn.
Dude here was lacing the weed with oregano to make it stretch. And my roommate bought some, and my roommate was smoking. I said, "Why the fuck does it smell like burnt oregano around here?" He's like, "What the fuck you talking about? This is the good shit." I went into the cabinet and I pulled out the oregano, and I had him look at it and smell it. He said, "This motherfucker sold me oregano."
Damn.
Gave him something
They
live.
called it the good shit too.
You know, it's weird. It's weird because it makes you think. Because there's a lot of dudes that be out here talking about they know the weed that they smoking and shit like that. They claim that they getting high. I don't believe a lot of people actually be high, bro. I think they act the way they believe they should act after smoking. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't want to leave this Ronnie Oneal dude just yet. Hold on. This nigga is a stone cold killer. Somewhere in his mind, he forgot that the courts are not interested in what he was saying at all. They never gave a fuck. He was done before any of this shit ever went down. I guess he just wanted to go out with a blast, I guess. He wanted to go out with a bang. Because
would I have the death penalty?
We do, but he avoided it. He getting life.
What? See, that's one thing that pisses me off. Okay? These motherfuckers, kill these people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put their ass inside of a prison for life.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're fucking guilty. Why the fuck does our taxpayer dollars have to pay for their cushy ass life?
Because it makes jail is a business, just like anything else in the United States.
I mean, they got tons of people in there who are in there for stupid shit that's not murder. Okay? But these dudes that's in there for murder, and then they appeal, and then they appeal. Just throw the fucking switch. Just fry their ass so that my taxpayer dollars will pay for the electricity.
Yo, just imagine for 1 second, right? Imagine for 1 second that you are a person that is behind bars serving a crazy sentence for like weed, right? Maybe they got you on some 3 strikes type deal, right? But regardless, the reason why you serving time is because of marijuana. And then imagine being locked up in prison, having to see the news, right? And then find out that motherfuckers is opening up weed shops and selling that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, that shit would...
You were arrested in.
Yo, that shit would kill me, dog. Like, I would be so pissed, bro. That's why I say, man, a lot of the laws don't make sense to me, man.
I actually think, and this is my personal opinion, in the states where they started legalizing fucking marijuana and shit, like Colorado, California, shit like that, I think all those people need to get retried under the new laws because y'all all of a sudden decided to make it legal.
Right.
You see what I mean?
You better have a good lawyer.
You know? Should have been legal in the first place, for real. That's crazy, though.
Bro, you smoking a plant. Literally. A plant that you can grow.
Yeah. And my thing is, and this is my thing, okay? It's a plant you can grow and everything, but they tax the hell out of cigarettes. All you gotta do is make that shit legal and tax the hell out of it. We wouldn't have no damn deficit.
But the thing is, it's not about that. It's not about what's right and what's wrong. It's about them needing bodies in those prisons.
Yep.
See, then you solve this other problem of them up here allowing these people to live when they probably should fucking die.
God damn, Bunny.
Cold blood.
Damn. I would hate for Bunny to be my goddamn judge, nigga. You ain't ever judging a case where I gotta go to court.
No,
I mean, the thing is, look at it.
She gonna be like, you. She gonna be like, you missed the tax bill? Oh hell no! You gotta die. You gotta die today. We can't keep you alive. You gotta go.
That's the thing. Like, and see, and this is the one thing that I always say. You know, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Okay, these people took somebody's life.
Yeah, yeah.
He took his own blood's life with his daughter. Okay.
Wait, so
You
shouldn't that
take-
be less of a sentence though?
Okay, you took a life.
He killed what he created.
He killed what he created, but his wife he didn't create.
His wife he didn't create, but he killed what he created.
Okay? You took a life, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. He took a life, you need to give a life.
Damn, boy. Bunny, when you die and you standing at them pearly gates.
I already know I'm going to hell, honey. I already know that. And my best friend rides shotgun, and we both got 99 octane gasoline drawers on, okay?
Oh my god.
God damn. Oh man. No, okay, so let's have a real conversation, right? It might be a goofy conversation, but let's have a real conversation. If you kill what you created, do you still believe that there should be an eye for an eye?
Good question.
That's an odd
Yeah, I
question
think so too, for real.
because because it's like you created this, and then you're taking it away. But then and then when we get into that type of topic, you have to think about like on the philosophical level, you know. Indiscriminate killer. The creator is an indiscriminate killer.
That's called. I think that's what the religion right there. It reminds me of the whole God thing. He kills everything he creates.
Yeah, it's a catch-22 where in essence we were quote unquote made into his image, if whatever your image is. But yeah, I mean it's an odd question. That's
So what about aliens on other planets? Are they also made in his image?
And that's the thing.
I thought he was an alien.
I mean, here's the thing. I believe that. Let's put it out here. I do believe that there is other life out here. Okay.
There is.
And the reason I say that is because we'd be some selfish motherfuckers to think we're the only ones in this on this little teeny fucking rock.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. But I also that goes into the religious stance of we don't know. It goes into the stance of we are told we are created into his image, but we don't even know how the fuck we got here. I mean, I have crazy ass theories.
Well, remember, the people telling us this, that the Bible has changed hands throughout centuries, so we don't really
not
even
even
know,
change hands. Not even change hands. They've taken books out of the Bible.
Yeah. So we don't even really know the true story.
Religion is designed to control minds, bro.
Oh yeah. Right? Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
That's the thing. Is that Royal?
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hey, Royal.
Hey, Royal.
Yo, my bad. I should have been on earlier.
No. You good? You good?
When I was throwing pants on because I had to leave the crib because my brother's battery's dead and shit across town like a motherfucker. My bad. I just got back. But these topics.
Yeah, you should have shown up in your boxes and was like, "Bitch, I'm busy."
Hey, hold on. That's funny. It's funny that you say that now. Hold on. So the UPS person came to drop off my package, right?
Right.
I heard my ring go off because every time it notices a face, it makes that little weird noise. It tells you somebody's at your front door, right?
Right.
So my dumb ass, I thought the person had already walked away, right? Because I had heard it a long time. Yo, I walked I walked to the door with nothing but boxers on, bro. I know I ruined that nigga's day.
Hey, at least you wasn't commando with it. All right, at least you still had some shit on. You know what I mean?
That's sick.
Hey,
Right?
So the people who previously, like, I bought my house in 2016. So the first year I moved here, the people who previously lived here, I guess, had some junction from the courts or something against them. So at 6:30 in the morning, some damn police officers ringing on my doorbell, trying to locate them. I had just jumped out the shower. All I had on was a towel. And I would go to the door like, I'm about to cuss a motherfucker out for ringing my doorbell at 6:30 in the morning. Like I said, I'm standing up here in a towel. And I open the door and this is cop. And I'm like, and I changed my whole demeanor like, oh shit, it's a cop. And I might get shot. What the fuck's going on? Like I said, I'm standing up here in this towel. And he's like, I'm looking for such and such and such and such. And I'm like, yo, they sold this house. I don't know where you can find them at. And he's like, okay, sorry I interrupted you. And I'm sitting here like, man, I done ruined this bitch's whole day. I'm standing up here in a towel, 2 sizes too small for my fat ass, and he probably saw some rolls, okay?
Hey, it be like that sometimes. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? My bad for being late though. When I missed, like, what topics y'all covered? What haven't y'all covered? You know what I mean?
we was talking about.
We've been swirling.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We just got to Ronnie Oneal, and
Yeah.
everybody in the podcast said that they don't want me to judge them because I told them their ass gotta die. But
Yo, she do not pass go, nigga. Like, I mean, goddamn, bro. She's just like, fuck it. An eye for an eye, bitch, you dead. I'm like, well, damn. What if I'm only in there for some weed? Like, I would hate for you to be my judge.
Man,
like I said, the weed, if you're in a state that they legally pass weed in, that all of them people should get retried because you made the shit legal.
right? How can I be in jail for a crime that is
And you made legal?
Yeah,
Are you trying to tell me you grandfathering my ass or some shit?
Damn right.
That would be the only way to get out.
Can't get rid of that free labor. That's what that
Yeah,
is.
I think they like in California, I think they made shrooms kind of like a medical thing.
How?
I
How?
take some of them.
What exactly do you need shrooms for medically?
Exactly.
Well, they
Like,
said
how?
mostly the one guy he he has been tested. They gave him shrooms for his severe PTSD in the military. It calmed him down and helped him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Some of
like
that-
somebody
some of
spiked
that
my
does.
burger with shrooms, and that shit wasn't pretty. So you sure he was calmed down?
No, depending on the situation, I guess it gives you different. I don't know. Some people said they see things, but some people say, hey, it calms them down. It depends on how much you're taking.
Mm-hmm.
If you take if you taking like a tons of load of that stuff, I don't know how you still alive.
After you give me
Yeah,
free reign to
it'll
use
mess you up.
mushrooms, though, how do you?
I don't think it's free range. It has to be medically given to you.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody
Maybe
says
being-
in the
No,
chat,
not
chronic
anymore.
pain, low dose can help.
Just like my
Yeah.
nephew used to need a medical card back in the day in California before it's recreational side when
Now we can
medical
just
was
get
only
it anytime
okay.
you want.
Exactly.
My
But
friend
back
gets
then,
hers delivered.
back then my nephew has a
I did
weed
get
card.
that.
Come on, bro. Like
I
medical
get
use.
mine from Amazon.
Yeah, my friend, she takes pictures weekly of her delivery dose of her weed and put it on Twitter.
Is
She
that,
gets her shit.
what they call weed? What they call is I forgot what they call that one. Is a special delivery weed company.
No. She says it's the shop that's down at the corner, but she's just too lazy to go down there. So they know her, so she places an order and they bring it to her door.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, what more can
Oh,
the
talking
pothead ask?
about
They even have companies now that are in the market. They have where you could buy stocks of companies who sell
Yeah, yeah.
weed.
Ooh, okay. I just you know
Strangely enough, I get those commercials a lot.
They know your phone. If you type in anything on your phone, that cookie will send all that information. I swear to God.
Our
it'll send.
information is worth a
No,
lot of
it's
money.
not the information that's going out from me. It's the information that I'm getting in from my with my phone.
I'm getting alcohol stuff,
Motherfucker
and I
just
work
text
at
me.
the liquor store.
Motherfucker
Shoot,
just
and I
text
get
me a whole ounces. So, hey, bro, I got this new shit in. I'm like, bro, can you not text me this shit? Like, you know what I mean?
Leave no trace.
Work and shit. You know what I mean?
You know, it was funny for you to say. It's funny because just now, talking about that, like I work at a liquor store, like a fancy one, and I'm starting to get like texts. I get texts from my job. I'm like, how the hell y'all get my like, you know, because I think I probably signed up for it. I was like, well, maybe I signed up for it because I do remember signing up some stuff. But at the same
It
time,
might
I
be
also
because you're an employee. It's almost necessary.
yeah, and I get that. Yeah, and I keep forgetting about that. But we're also got a thing called we're also with another company just recently, so we're kind of like a convenience store now. So I started to notice where I go on my Twitter account, I'm seeing alcohol that I sell every day, and I'm sitting here like, I'm not even looking this shit up. My Twitter account is every alcohol. I was like, I'm not even looking this up on my phone. That's how I'm getting this.
I do want to tell y'all, by the way, that I know nothing about Ronnie Oneal. I have not looked into it.
Well. Would you like the quick synopsis of what happened?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I don't know nothing about this man, because the first thing I saw about him was this dude is representing himself, and I saw a picture. Like I just see a still shot. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna read about this. There's won't be no benefit to me to read about this story.
Royal, here, Royal. So let me give you a quick rundown. Just as you said, he represented himself in court for murdering his wife and his daughter and attempted murder on his son. Then he cross-examines his son on the stand and asks his son if he saw him murder his mom, and the son said no. And then he asked the son, "Did you hurt me?" And he's like, "Yeah, you stabbed me."
Oh damn. Oh, shit.
That's like it's pointless. That's just a really pointless. He just
he ended up not getting a death penalty. He skated around a death penalty, and then that brought up the whole conversation of me saying, you know, that shit pisses me off. They need to just like fry his ass while our taxpayers' money is paying for him.
I mean, on some real shit though, like I'm heavily against killing people. Like to be real, but if you was gonna kill anybody, you would kill somebody who killed their own family, like their whole family.
Which brought up the next topic that Sick actually put up a question about killing your own creation.
Yeah.
Is that considered like, or was it was that death penalty worthy or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now. So that means anybody who beat their meat, they should immediately go. They should immediately be killed.
No. Wait, whoa.
Whoa.
I definitely missed
something. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Whoa.
I must have missed something because I don't know how that relates.
So
bro. Like,
because
you killing the kids.
You killing the kids before they ever have a chance to live.
But there's a difference there. There's a difference there.
How?
That's only one half. That's one half of it. You don't have the other half that you're murdering.
Right.
Nah.
So
man.
that's just DNA. That's all that is.
Nah, man.
That's just DNA. That's all that is.
Nah, man.
No, I have to ask this question for y'all. No, all y'all. I gotta ask this question for all you guys. So I asked this question years ago. I was in high school, and we were in sex ed. You know, talk about all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked this question because we were talking about oral sex and all that stuff. And I said the first thing. I said, well, if that's supposed to be children, is that considered cannibalism? If you drink it? And I asked that question. My teacher, like,
Oh,
I'm sure that teacher sent you to the
it
office.
stumped the teachers. It really stumped the teachers. They were
What
like, no, but someone said, well,
feel
it's
I feel so bad for the male teacher standing there looking at you like, God damn, she really
Yup.
expected
I
that.
never heard back
When I was
questions.
when I was in college, we were talking about the center points in the tongue where the sweet, salty zones of your tongue, and the teacher was
Okay.
saying that cum was actually sweet, and this girl made the comment
ouch.
said, "Well, it doesn't taste sweet." He said, "That's because it's hidden the back of your throat and not the tip of your tongue."
Oh shit!
You
Damn.
told me that once before. I'm like on the round table. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Oh, I remember the
Wait, hold on.
conversation.
Hold on.
Yes.
What class was this?
It was a
Sex
Social
ed.
science
studies.
class I was It was a science class I was taking.
Oh my
Just tell
god.
me
Oh
it's like
man.
Business
biology so
101.
that it can make sense. Yeah, I'm saying.
Hey, that teacher was
Accounting.
gangster as fuck, bro. Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, he just went down. He went in.
Hell.
He said the shit with a straight face. I was like, "Damn, yo."
I couldn't even. Yeah. Oh
I would have
man.
thrown a wink in there or something.
Yeah, I got a visual. Like, oh, that
Oh,
is tough.
shit.
I mean, that's just biology, bro. I'm not accepting that as actual life.
Like I said, you don't have the other half of it there.
Because here's the thing too, right? I've never had this happen to me, or at least I don't remember. But you know how they say like when little boys are about 12, 13 year old, they start getting like wet dreams and shit. I've never had wet dreams as a kid. I don't know why. I just never had them. Or
All
at least I
right.
can remember. You know what I mean? That I can remember. I don't
Man.
think I have, right?
Mm.
And you know, some of them have like vivid enough shit to where they ski without nothing. So you telling me that this little kid killed a whole bunch of kids just because of how his body is built, bro? Like, come on, man. We're not doing that. It's just biology. Not until the egg and the sperm combine, and then we can discuss it. But until then, it's all just biology. Because a woman's body's built to at least kill one of them. You know what I mean? One of her versions of that shit once a month.
Yeah,
So I don't want to hear it.
one or more once a month. Yes.
Exactly. That's just basic biology right there, bro. That's nothing more than that. Until both of that come together, then we can discuss life, actual life.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
let me ask y'all a question, and I asked this question earlier to Rome, but Rome, JVB, bro, I got questions for both of y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna even ask you this, Bunny, even though I know you ain't got no kids, but you got cats. So
And a damn crooked ass mouth dog too. So let's go on with it.
I've been thinking about this for quite some time, and it bothers the hell out of me, right? I dream a lot, but when I dream, I never dream about my kids. Ever. They're never in my dreams.
Really? Wow.
Never.
That you can remember.
My wife shows up every now and then, but even she is barely in my dreams.
You know,
Wow.
that's
So-
a subconscious thing. It's a subconscious thing.
So I read this about dreams, right? And you know how every time you read some shit about dreams, whether it's like actual scientific shit or not, it always changes up here and there. But the last time I read about it, they basically said in your dreams, right? You dream many times a night. You just don't remember them when you wake up. You actually dream a bunch of times, a bunch of different stories that happen in your brain, like some crazy shit, right? And sometimes there's like a transition period, and you actually feel that. And usually, when people feel that transition from one dream to another, that's when they have lucid dreams, so where they can actually know that they're in a dream and they can fuck around and shit.
Right.
Oh, my apologies. Can we not? Well,
No,
this
no,
is
you
politically
good. You
incorrect.
good,
Of course,
man.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Why would I even ask that? That's politically incorrect.
Nah,
The fuck
JVB
you
asked
think?
the same thing.
No, but I don't know why I even thought of that. I mean, what the fuck is politically incorrect for a reason? But I mean, you know what I mean? So if you don't have dreams about your kids, or at least you don't think you do, it's probably because you just don't think about them in a situation where you're concerned like that. You know what I mean? Not concerned as in like a father not being concerned for their children. I mean, you're not concerned for them as in you're not concerned of how they are gonna deal with the world. You know what I mean? Because you have to
Like,
deal with your
Could
wife.
be.
You are married to her. Your children, you have a responsibility to, you know what I mean, take
Let them
care of them,
grow.
right?
like
Yeah.
my wife,
You're their
my wife
father.
would.
You don't take care of your wife. You are part of a relationship. You're not like a man to take care. You know what I mean? That's on some extra shit.
Right.
That's what I think. You know what I mean? It's you and her, not you plus her. That's you know what I mean? It's not the same
There,
shit.
I
You
mean,
know,
and it's also
there've
the
been
fact
times
you.
where my wife would wake up and I would see it in her face, and I'm like, "You had a dream that I was cheating on you," and she's pissed off for like the whole day.
I've been there.
I'm, I mean, and the thing is, it's also just like um, Royal was saying, you do have dreams where you don't even remember what you dream. You wake up and don't even remember. You tend to remember the most important things. Like
Right.
for me, I dream about a few of my animals because I've always had animals, you know, and it'll be something cutesy or whatever. Um, but most of my dreams, I don't remember most. When I wake up in the morning, the only way I remember a dream is if it wakes me up in the middle of the night. That's it. All my anything else that I dream, if it's not disturbing, it doesn't wake me up. I don't remember it when I wake up.
You
I
ever,
know
you
I
ever,
had a dream.
I actually have like I cannot describe it. I'm just don't want to sound weird, but I'm gonna sound pretty weird, so I don't care. Anyways, so I have these kind of dreams where someone passes away. I was dream about them. Like it's so weird, and it's
my
like
wife, yeah, my wife's like that
I
too.
My
yeah, and I
best
get
friend
those.
was
You
yeah, my
know,
best friend was like anytime she heard her ears ringing, she knew somebody she knew was going to die. That's
Wow.
so
and it was
superstitious
all
superstitious Asian people think that when that happens to you, they're actually visiting you in the dream. That's why
Yeah,
you think.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. That's what
my
did
wife's
my
Filipino,
friend.
so they say the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, because my friend, yeah, because my it was what happened was my friend's mom, then one of my relatives, and then I had another like my other. Well, we're not friends anymore, but her mother. I really didn't know her mother like that, but I met her a few times, but she came in the dream and apologized about something and gave me back
Wow.
money. Woke up and I told a friend about it. She was like kind of like, well, eh, well, this is why we're not friends, but she said some weird shit to me, and it kind of pissed me off because I said, "This is your mother. You worry about another person." It's like she kind of shrugged off, didn't care. But
Wow.
it's like, no, you gotta understand, I'm like this sometimes. I kind of scare myself because I'm always that sensitive. I'm actually think I'm sensitive to the paranormal in general because I had experience with paranormal in the past, and I think that's what it is. I'm always been highly sensitive with that shit. And I always get kind of scared because sometimes I'm like, dude, what happened if I just get all bunch of spirits like come in my dreams? That's what kind of like makes me wonder if I'm that sensitive.
Wow.
my friend is so sensitive that she sees shit. I mean, like literally the night my coworker died, we were talking on the phone and she was like, "Fuck," and I said, "What's going on with you?" She said, "Something just ran the fuck through here," and we got to work the next day, and my coworker had died,
Wow. Was it
and
related to a vehicle?
no, he had an overdose. And
Damn.
literally like the time that they thought he died was when the time me and her was talking was right when whatever the fuck she saw came through there. So yeah, some people are super sensitive. Don't be afraid of it. Just roll with it. You
You ever
can't
had
change it.
dreams? You ever had
Hmm.
dreams about, like you don't really think about them, and then all of a sudden you go somewhere and you're like, "Yo, I saw this fucking place in a dream."
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Happens to
Oh
me a
my
lot.
yeah.
gosh.
Yep.
I I cannot imagine. Okay, so here's another thing. I don't know anyone has these issues. What like someone just said their dreams are in black and white, right? I don't know if anyone ever had color in their dreams or maybe
I
one
have,
So
palette.
but it's
when
supposedly
when
we
I
don't. when I'm supposed to
No,
see them.
when I read about that, what I was telling you about earlier, they said the reason why some people dream in black and white and some people dream in color is because people who dream in black and white grew up watching television in black and white. So you have to be older to dream in black and white. You got to be at least in your late 40s by this point. You got to at least, watch, because for whatever reason, when you're a kid, your brain is developing at that point. So it tunes it to black and white because that's cowboy shows and Green fucking Hornet or whatever the fuck came on during that time. You know what I mean? Like black and white TV show, they're fantasized.
Huckleberry
And when
Finn.
you dream in black and white
Yeah.
only. But
Or
younger
sometimes
generations
radio.
that grew up with full color television and shit, they dream in full color.
I wonder if that applies to people who listen to radio shows, because my grandma grew up with radio shows. So think about like now, like back then there was no TV. What dreams were they having? It's still in color or black and white.
It's
Yeah,
know
that's
what?
a good question.
That's a good question.
I
Mhm.
My
and
dreams are
At
in
that
color,
point, you're using your imagination based on what's
Yep.
on the radio.
right?
Mhm.
But have
Like
anybody
War
ever
of the
done
Worlds.
this? Have you guys like gotten stumbled awake from a dream? Like it was so shocking that
Oh yeah.
it
Yep.
jolted you awake. But
Like you
Yeah.
feel
when
like you're
but
forcing yourself awake.
yeah, but when you go back to sleep, you pick up the dream right where you woke up at and continue that shit on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Go
you.
back to where I left off.
Oh, go ahead, Rome. Go ahead, Rome. I ain't hear you in a minute.
Oh no! I was just saying. I had some dreams where I woke up and I didn't want it to end, but it
Yeah.
ended.
Yup.
Oh, I love those. I
No,
love
Why do
no,
they
those.
always
I
end at the
Trying
best
to get
part?
back, right?
You ever
I
notice that they always end at the best part?
Yeah.
Yep.
no, mines. I be trying to wake myself up because the shit's crazy, and then I
Mm-hmm.
wake myself up like, man, that's a crazy ass dream. Then I go back to sleep, and that shit picks right back up where I left off at. I was like,
Oh
fuck.
yeah.
I'm so
My heart be
fascinated by that
racing.
shit.
No,
You know what I mean? I'm so fascinated
no.
by that shit. Just
Ever
dreams
had
in
a
general.
dream within a dream? I have those dreams within a dream. I was like,
Oh
what?
man,
I thought I was waking up and I wasn't.
So
man.
when I was a kid, I used to have this nightmare, this reoccurring nightmare that I keep waking up from like 3-4 times a night, and I'm
Wow.
still asleep, but I'm like waking up, and it's always the same fucking dream. It's a fucking old ass lady dressed like the
Ah.
fucking Grim Reaper, right? But here's the goofiest part, and I don't know why it's so terrifying, but now even just picturing that in my head, it still fucking fucks me up. It's an old ass lady dressed like the Grim Reaper, riding a flying goldfish, chasing me.
Ah, damn.
You know what I mean? And I would run home, get scared, jump in my bed, you know what I'm saying? Do the same move every kid does, fall asleep, wake up, thought it was over, walk out the door, there this bitch is again. You know what I mean? 3-4 times in a row before I actually finally wake up. And by the time I do wake up, I'm so scared I don't even want to leave my room because this bitch might be out there again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
look,
I had
I
a
don't know
dream
what
with an
it
old.
was,
I had
but
a
it's
nightmare with an old lady coming at me.
I don't know.
But,
You know,
but
it's
every
such
time
a-
I saw, there was a noise, like a loud hiss. So when I finally woke up, I still heard the loud hiss, and I jumped out of bed, slipped on my comforter, and banged my head against the wall. And what it was, because I grew up in
Ooh.
the Bronx, it was the freaking radiator at full blast.
Oh, when your dreams kind of like pictures a
Yeah.
sound,
it bleeds
they
Yup.
bleeds
image.
to
Yeah,
reality.
Leads into it.
You're
Yup.
half awake.
yeah. I fucking hate that shit because
I had
Oh, go
I
ahead.
had a cat made alarm sound at me. You know what I mean? It opened its mouth and made alarm sound at me. That's when I realized my alarm is ringing. It's time to wake up. You know what I mean? Right in the middle of like
Oh,
looking
man.
at this cat, and this cat was just chilling. I was walking past it and it just looked at me and opened its mouth, and you expected a meow
A
and shit.
meow,
You
right?
know what I mean? And then I just hear
hey, I'm gonna tell
Oh,
y'all,
that's
like
alarm.
y'all got a lot of great stories about dreams, bro. But
Man.
I really think I might have all of y'all beat, bro. And I swear on
Oh,
everything
shit.
I love that this is a true story, very true story. So way back when, had to be 15, maybe like 15 years ago. we used to live with my wife's mom, right? So we were trying to figure things out, you know what I'm saying? We was like, it had to be a little bit more because we were like fresh out of high school and shit. So her grandmother, I always thought her grandmother hated me, right? So like I would try to avoid her grandmother like the plague. You know what I'm saying? If we was gonna go somewhere, like if we was gonna go out to the movies or whatever, then we would always ask her mom, because her mom would say, yeah, but she lived with her grandmother at that time, right? So you gotta get Nana's approval, right? So let's fast forward to her grandmother getting sick, right? So her grandmother got sick, and like me, I never sleep during the day. I've always been this way, even as a kid. Like, it doesn't matter what time I went to sleep at night, I'm always up at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and I don't go back to sleep until like maybe 10 p.m. Right? That's just how I was programmed. But this day, for some reason, I was super, super fatigued, right? Like, I just felt tired for no fucking reason, right? So I said, fuck, man, I'm gonna go lay down. So I went and laid down. Had the craziest dream ever. So her grandmother came to me in a dream, and she had a smile on her face. I'll never forget that shit. She had a smile on her face. She said, tell them that I'm okay, but I gotta go.
Oh, wow.
And the way she looked at me is like she was giving me her approval, because I was the last person who I ever felt like, because I always thought she hated me. But I think as her last bout, as her last thing to do, she had to at least clear that up. Right?
Yeah, it puts you at ease.
So I woke up. I was looking everywhere. I didn't see nobody. They were sitting outside. So I went outside. I said, hey, did you get a call? She said, nah. What call are you talking about? I said, your grandmother's dead, and she told me to tell y'all that she's all right.
Wow.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. Bruh,
Oh,
a minute
that
later.
happens.
No. Hold on. A minute later, she got the phone call. Her grandmother was dead. I said, you have got to be shitting me.
Yeah, it happens. That happens more often than you think it does.
It does.
I remember Sick sharing the story with me before, and his wife can vouch for it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I remember
Bruh,
that. I remember
I
that.
would
Yeah,
never
I remember that
lie
story.
about no shit like that. Never.
No. That happens more often than you think it does.
Yeah.
It's just that some people don't talk about it and things like that because they don't want people thinking they're crazy or whatever, or get crucified like Joan of Arc and shit. But that shit happens.
Man.
That's
And I told
spooky
you-
as hell when it happens, but it happens.
And it
I
does,
remember-
and you don't. And
So-
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was
Oh,
just,
my
I was
bad.
just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say that in I remember in my early 20s, I had a dream with my high school girlfriend's younger brother, and like a day later, she calls me out of the blue, and she's like, "Jerry died," and I'm like, and I dropped the phone. I pick it up. I'm like, "Yo, I had a dream with him last night," and she was like, he was saying goodbye to you. He always thought highly of you. So I was like, holy shit. So yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
No, but it's.
And that's. Go ahead, Sick. I'm
But
sorry.
that's the thing. That isn't even the first time though. Like I've had shit like that happen way too often. Way too often.
Yeah.
So like back when I was super young, I lived with my auntie. I'll never forget this shit. In the old house that we lived in, I will never, as a kid, I will never forget this shit. There was a lady in a wedding dress that was walking down the hallway. And when I went out there to see who it was, she was completely gone.
Yeah.
I asked my auntie about that. She had no idea. I asked my uncle, no idea. Asked my cousin, no idea. This was in the house though.
Yeah. Like the house I grew up in, there was a spirit in that house. There was a blood stain on the floor that every time my mom tried to clean it up, it would always reappear. She sanded the floor, everything, and got rid of it. The next morning, we would wake up and it was back on the floor. And
That, you know
so,
what that sounds like? God, oh my God, that sounds like this
Poltergeist.
story. Was it the poltergeist? No, it was something else. It was this.
No,
actually,
no, no, no. It's a true story.
yeah,
A lady died in the attic of it used to be a hospital and got turned into a school. It's
Mhm.
actually a
yeah,
college now. It's actually a college.
yeah.
It's not a school. It's actually a pretty famous college. I forgot the college though. It's funny enough, but
But yeah,
when
it,
she laid on like wooden planks in the attic of that school for so long that her body just basically melted into those planks. So no matter what
Wow.
they do, it doesn't clean it. It'll all the stain of her body always show back up. It's the
Wow.
craziest shit.
yeah, and in this house, like when I say there was spirits in this house, like I said, I've always had animals ever since I was a little kid. My mom's always surrounded me with cats, dogs, whatever.
Mhm.
And in this house, like me and the dogs and the cats always slept in my room. They never left my room when I was sleeping at night. They would get up, like I remember going to the bathroom and they would just be standing there looking in the complete space, looking up at something and barking at it.
And they
Or the
can tell.
cats the cats would raise up like they're about to pounce on something. And
Mm.
whatever it was in that house tried to kill my mom and grandma. Like
Oh
I was
shit.
sleeping and they said one night something started choking them. And my grandmother and my mom reached for their Bible and rosary and it left them. But they were getting choked out one night and they came rushing to my room to see if I was okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was okay. And like I said, the animals, every time I would go to my room and go to sleep, my cat or my dog or both of them were always in my room. And they never left my room through the night.
Wow. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
I
what I'm
actually started
saying.
looking behind me.
Yo, I'm
yeah,
gonna tell
like
you,
like
I had like, and it's just like recently stopped. But I used to go to sleep, right? And you know how y'all talk about how y'all go to sleep and then you half wake up, you think that you're up, but really you still sleep.
Yeah.
I used to always have these dreams where, like, let me explain this to y'all because it's kind of weird, and I know when I'm going into this like half sleep, half woke state, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I'll be looking at something, and then all of a sudden I'll feel like my eyes are closing, but I can't stop them from closing, right? Nothing I do will keep me awoke at that particular point. I'm still looking at exactly what I was looking at prior to this happening, right? But then I get to this point where I can't move. And it's like something is like holding me down, but I'm trying my
Oh, sleep
damnedest to get
paralysis.
up.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
sleep paralysis.
yeah, I'm
Sleep
trying my
paralysis.
damnedest to get up, right? I got so used to it that I knew when it was happening. Cause before I was flipping the fuck out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I can't breathe. I'm gonna die. This is how it's gonna end. But
Yep.
then, like, I got so used to it to the point where when it started to happen, I'm like, yeah, this shit'll pass. I'll be up soon. And like my wife used to tell me that she could see me struggling in my sleep to get up. I mean, and when I was screaming out to her one night, right? Because I was screaming out to her in my sleep, trying to wake her up so she could wake me up. She said she heard me making this weird ass noise. Now, I'm screaming my ass off. But all it came out to her is like,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. And, bro, I'm talking about I used to feel myself shaking, all kind of shit, bro. Like it was one of the most terrifying things. But it's weird because the second I moved out of that place that I was living in, all of that shit stopped.
could have been
Had
something
that
that I was
happen.
struggling in.
I'm only had that
Mm,
happen to me twice in my life, so it hasn't been much. But it's fucked up
I
when it happens though. A lot of people say
I
they
will.
they see shit. I don't ever see shit. I just have all of the shit that you just said. I just don't see shit. It's just me not being able to get up. You know,
Yeah. I I will tell you something. I had like I think years ago I also had like this. I don't know if you guys ever like, I don't know. People always try and tell me, "Oh, it could be this and that, medical reasons," but there was something strange in my area, right? Like the neighborhood, like something like really paranormal. Like someone told me it was ley lines, or they told me it was, I'm sensitive to the like I said, I am sensitive to paranormal stuff, but this is just weird. So there was an area, like one part of the area where I live had I will walk up and my whole body will start tingling from the top of my head down to my toes. And it was felt weird. It will last about, I would say, like 25 minutes. That's how much I counted. And it wouldn't go away. It only time it happens when I walk in a certain area. I walk on the other side, I feel it, but it's not as strong. But
Mm-hmm.
in the one area, it was super strong. And I questioned everybody, doctors, everything. They couldn't figure that out. So I was like, well, dude, I'm getting like these sense of vibes. And all of a sudden I start walking, and lo and behold, I almost faded. And then I saw this person just walk past with this creepy ass grin. And I
Oh man.
fell, and I was like, oh my God. And I almost fell, but I put myself back up. And the guy looked at me, like the guy passed by me. He looked at me strange. I'm just like, you're the one up there with this creepy ass grin. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was freaking out, didn't know what's wrong with me. I was just like, you know what? For a while, it stopped. So every time I walk in the area, I don't have that feeling anymore. I don't know what it was, but
You know
I
what I
do
think?
know.
I think, and you're probably gonna think that this is wild crazy, but
Yeah.
True Witty. Hold on, let me answer this question real quick. True Witty.
Mhm.
Nah, I never have any issues like that with my X900, bro. Um, but believe it or not, I think we have learned or found out how to get to other dimensions. Again, I don't think that that shit is readily available to the public, to the general public, but I believe that there are people who can literally, figuratively, and metaphorically time travel.
Well,
I think
there's
they've gotten that shit figured out to some degree, dog.
Sick. Have you seen the interview with Jim Carrey where he was being interviewed at some like red carpet event, and he's mocking it, right? And he's like, "Oh, I just came here to see like the ridiculousness," and the girl's like, "Ha, you're so funny." And he's like, "I'm really not here," and she's like, "Ha ha ha." He goes, "See, that's the problem. You guys don't realize what I'm saying. We're just energy, and at any given moment, we could be in any place at any time.
Mm.
Our bodies are just a vessel."
Yeah,
so
And when I heard
that's
that, I was like, "Man, that sounds fucking.
I
That makes a lot of damn
I
right.
saw
sense."
something
it's true.
So
similar with
It's true.
that's basically Buddhism. And when in
Mm-hmm.
Buddhism, basically when you die, you're what you would call a soul, which is go to a different dimension. And the religiousness part comes in is where they say, well, if you do right in this life, then the dimension you're going to will be cool as hell. You know what I mean? The nicer
Yeah.
you are, the cooler the dimension you get to go next. But if you fucked up in this life, the worse of the dimension that you go next. You know what I mean? And they were saying like it doesn't mean that if you ain't shit like you would go to a terrible dimension. If you just a little bit of an asshole, you probably go to a dimension very much similar to us. You'll be reborn in a dimension that's kind of shittier than ours,
Hmm.
but not too bad. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, where on that spectrum is our dimension on, bro? Because our dimension ain't shit. So I wouldn't have like, where on the totem pole as far as cool ass dimensions are we on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
you
I
know what, that kind of makes sense, because if you really think about it, that whole feeling I had was in that area, and I wouldn't be surprised there was some type of a field interference, like
Maybe the guy
went
that was grinning
through.
at you saw you somewhere else in his house.
See,
You know?
there is a theory out there among different people that there is a parallel universe that's opposite of ours. So like we're the realm of the living, but the parallel universe is the realm of the dead.
Yeah.
And there's times and places where some people can look, it's like some spirits can look into our realm and some people can look into their realm.
Hmm.
So it's there is some there because like you got to think about everything. Look at how nature made everything.
Mhm.
Everything is in pairs:
Yeah.
male, female, up, down, air, water.
And
The
everything serves a
living,
purpose too.
yep, and the living and the dead are a pair. So there is thoughts that whereas we're on the side the in the realm of the living, that our opposite is the realm of the dead. And some people and some spirits can see into each realm.
Mm.
So there are thoughts and some people believe things like that because you got to look at how everything is a pair.
Right.
If we're living and we're here, what's the opposite of us?
Yeah. The yin and yang.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking like that still bothers me to this day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm afraid to walk up in that area. But I think part of it because someone did die in that area years ago. A man is weird. Okay, so the day I left school early, this incident happened. I left school early. We just drove up there until this guy um took a suicide fall off a water tower in my area. We just got up there, and then all we saw people, like we saw a couple of people in the area looking, and we didn't know what it was, so we just kept driving. The next day we got the newspaper said a man committed suicide. um and then after that, that's when all the spooky shit started happening in that area. Because if
Yeah,
you
I
walk over
talked
there,
to you
if you
about.
walk,
We actually talked about this before, Tron. But have y'all ever had this feeling? It's similar to deja vu, but it's not because deja vu is a feeling you get when you felt like you've
yeah,
experienced that
it's
already,
like a
right? Like,
Mandela
Right.
like
effect. Yeah.
yeah, right. But what I'm saying is like even beyond that, like you ever almost like a level of omniscience. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
like when this exact moment in time something happened and you're like, why do I know this exact moment? Like
Yeah.
it's almost as
Yeah.
if I predicted this happening, but it's not like I sat back one day
Or
and be
you
like, you
lived
know
it
what, one
before.
day this shit's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna know exactly how I feel about it, what I need to do and all that shit. And matter of fact, if I stand here right now and look out this fucking door, this one dude with a yellow shirt's gonna walk by because for some odd reason I know that shit happens. And lo and behold, this motherfucker walked past and I'm standing there like creeping myself out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Like on that type of shit.
I had a dream once. Like my coworker, he used to flirt. Like he would say that he was straight, but he used to flirt with men when they came into our office and things. And I had this dream that this patient cussed his ass out for hitting on him.
Mm.
And and I told my boss and all that, and my mom, 'cause, me and my mom worked together, and they laughed at me like, "Yeah, that won't ever happen." Sure enough, about a month later, that shit happened. And they were looking at me like, "How the fuck did you know that was going to happen?" I said, "Man, hey, I had the dream it was going to happen." It was kind of funny though, but still.
So the question I have is like because we've all shared similar experiences with dreams and phenomenons of being somewhere where you felt like you've been before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where does that come from? Like when we talk about life in general, right? Like you look at like sick, you were talking about ants, right? Those ants were there for a reason. They weren't there for you, but they were there for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like everything else in life does something for the whole entire ecosystem. So what are these experiences that we've shared, where do they come in? Like, is that like Jim Carrey was saying, a sense of energy that we really are, or as some of us has stated before, we are built in God's image? Like, how does that happen if it's true?
Well,
Or is your let me ask you this, is your true question, how is it that all of us know each other and all had similar experiences? Because I guarantee you we can talk to other people, and how many people do we know that each had this similar experiences?
You know what's funny about that too is that it doesn't even matter where you're from or anything. We all have those things
Mm-hmm.
that happen to us that we all can relate to. Like you can literally go to, I don't know, fucking Russia or Cambodia or just random places in the world and somehow understand their language and ask them if they have the same experiences you do. They will, just in the same, just in the different capacity because of their culture. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all of us would probably have at least one dream here or there that we fall and keep on falling and shit. You know what I mean? The
mhm.
chances is probably in the high 80s%.
I've never had that
I
dream.
mean,
I've had
really?
both. I'm flying and where I'm falling.
I
Right.
have never had either one of those. That's like one of the
I
one
had
dreams
both.
I've never
Yeah,
had. Now
I
I
had
did
both.
have the dream where all my teeth fell out, but I just attributed that to work.
I've had those
I had
dreams
that
too.
too. Yeah, and it's crazy because across all cultures, it doesn't matter where you're from, what your beliefs are, all that. We have all the same dreams. That's why I'm so fascinated by that shit. You know?
You know what's crazy? I don't have the dreams like what y'all talking about, but I've had dreams where like I've tried to like throw punches, and it's like for
And
some
you feel
reason,
soft as hell.
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
they,
had
It
that.
feel
yep,
like you ain't shit. It feels like
yeah,
Yeah.
I've had that with a football.
yes.
It never failed. I was trying to throw a football and I couldn't throw it like past 5 yards.
yeah. I don't know
I
what the
would
hell
always
that
have that
is.
freaking dream.
I don't know what the hell that is, dude. Like I would wake up and I would just start throwing punches at the air. Like, yo, what the fuck was wrong with my shit, dog? Like why in the hell am I not getting this off? Like, what are we doing here, right?
I think
Yep.
that's the thing I look at. Like a lot of dreams are like, I think I you know what I they don't know what dreams are, right? They said that there are, like when they say like parallel universe, we're in a parallel universe. They say our dreams are just our past selves. They say dreams are our brains just cauldron some type of ideas or something. But what are dreams? Like, what are they? Like,
I truly believe. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe when we go to sleep, we wake up somewhere else.
mm,
So I think our body is resting where we are, but I think our soul is going elsewhere.
So basically what
I
Jim
can definitely
Carrey was
see
saying,
that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 I don't know, man. I just feel like I get these crazy vibes, bro. Like, and it's weird because, like I said, I've always had paranormal experiences. Like, I've been in a house where the freaking chest drawer, like, I don't know if they even still make them shits, but there used to be these little chests where, you know, you can hang up stuff inside of them. But I've
Mm-hmm.
literally had dreams where, so my aunt's house, not my aunt's house, I'm sorry, my grandmother's house. Her house is in, I guess what's known as Dillard, right? It's right next to a very popular school. It's called Dillard High School, whatever. Y'all can look it up. If you type in Dillard High School, that house is right across the street from the school. And there was always paranormal stuff happening there. My aunt, she always spoke about like ghosts and stuff and shit that she's seen. And the thing is, I know it's true because she used to always ask the kids to come sleep in her room, right? Because she didn't even want to sleep alone. I guess she felt like if she had more people around, it'll be less shit to happen. But the thing is, you never wanted to be the first person to fall asleep in that house. Because what happens is, you would fall asleep in the room, and then everybody would get up and go into her room. And they would leave
Oh.
you in that big ass house. At that
Fuck
time, it
all
was
that.
big because I was small. You feel me?
Fuck all that.
So I remember one day I woke up because I had to pee so bad. Man, I woke up and all I heard was something going. And then I walked past my aunt's room rest in peace, because she died, but she didn't die in that room. But I looked and I just saw the door opening and closing, opening and closing. There was nobody there. Nobody. I'm talking about this shit. Bruh, I never ran so motherfucking fast. I started beating on the door like, open this shit, man. And then the next morning when I woke up, my auntie was like, you saw it, didn't you? I said, yo, you bugging.
Man.
I was like, you bugging. I stopped going over there, dog. I said, bruh, I was so goddamn scared. I was ready to walk home. I felt safer. I felt safer outside the house than inside the house, bro. I remember, because that's how I got so great with computers. Like, before we ever had a computer at our house, they bought a computer for their son, right? But my cousin, he didn't give a fuck about computers. Nothing. He don't care about computers at all. He was more of a sports person, right? So he was like athletic. When I say this dude was athletic, anything he wanted to be good at, he was good at. He used to hit backflips off the fucking house, dog. Like, whatever it was sports related, he was supposed to get drafted when, I don't know if you remember when Keon Dooley got drafted.
Watch sports like that,
Yes,
bruh.
he was better than Keon Dooley. Better.
Which sport?
Basketball.
Oh, okay.
He was better than Keon Dooley. They played together. He used to shit all over Keon Dooley. But his mom would never let him be great. His mom would never let him be great. For some reason, I felt like she never wanted to lose him, right? And she felt like if he would have gone on and become a superstar, right? But I remember I used to be in the patio where they kept the computer, because nobody really wanted to have a computer in their room, so they just put it out on the patio. Man, I used to hear shit running across the fucking roof. Keep in mind, there wasn't any trees, so it wasn't no cats that was up there. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, some shit. It wasn't me, but it was my cousin. My cousin woke up screaming. He was like, oh, he ran in there. His toe was bleeding. Whatever was in there had cut his fucking toe. He didn't hit his toe on like the side of a bed or any metal sharp thing. None of that. It was impossible for him to have gotten cut the way he got cut. Damn. After that, he never slept in there again. He never slept in there again. And you know, the crazy part about it is, my cousin went absolutely fucking nuts. I had 2 cousins that this happened to. They went absolutely fucking nuts. And I thought it was bananas. The one that I was just telling y'all about, the one that was, big into sports, no matter what it is he was playing, he was always just fucking great. Man, this man went crazy, started fighting the police. I was sure that he was going to get shot and killed. It was weird because my aunt, she was trying to do some weird shit where she was getting money for him, right? I guess on some like mental illness shit. So he went to this doctor that was for like mentally troubled people, and they started giving him medicine that he didn't need. He lost his fucking mind. Never was the same.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry about that all. But my damn dog.
Nah, you good. But it was just like, it's like so strange because most of the people that came from that house, they were always weird. They was always weird. And it's just like they lived there, which means they couldn't get out. Whatever it was, like we was only over there on the weekends. So we got to leave and go home. But they were stuck there, and I still to this day feel like something crazy was going on over there. And I can't put my finger on it, but I always felt like my auntie never wanted to let my cousin go because she was afraid of something.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a common story, man.
Yo, it is fucking weird to me though, man. And some of the stuff that I've heard afterwards, that shit is shocking. That shit is shocking to say the least, man. But while we're on the mental health topic, that was something that I really, 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 really wanted to. Is society giving people mental health issues?
Yes.
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 Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Not
Yes.
even a
I,
question.
I tell you a story. When I worked in once again Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and I was working for the elevator union. One day, well, not one day, but there was a period where at around 11 o'clock I would start falling asleep. No matter where I was at, we would literally would be on. I would be on top of a moving elevator, and I would start dozing off. So my partner used to be like, "Yo, I thought you don't do drugs," and I'm like, "I don't." He goes, "But," and I told him I was like, around 11 o'clock, I fall asleep, and then driving home, I start dozing off. So, long story short, I go to a doctor. This asshole goes, "I'm going to give you this pill. It's going to help you out." I go, "Okay." So, I take the pill. And I swear that when I took this pill, and I told my wife, I said, "Babe, I feel like I'm floating, like I'm just a pair of eyes floating because I don't feel my fucking body and I can't feel the floor." So I was like, "This is the last time I'm taking this pill." Then I found out it was an antidepressant. So I left him, go to another doctor for a sleep test because I had to do my own research. I found out that I had fucking apnea
Right.
and that it was causing all of these side effects. And of course, no matter how long I thought I slept, I wasn't really sleeping. I was choking. So when they did the evaluation at the sleep clinic, the dude goes, "I'm going to give you Prozac, and that's going to help you out." I said, What does sleep apnea has to do with Prozac?" He goes, "Don't worry, it's going to help you relax." I said, "Don't even fill out the subscription. I mean, or whatever it's called.
The prescription. We
Prescription."
yeah.
I said, "Don't fill it out. I'm not going to take it." So he fills it out anyway, gives it to me. I go to my regular physician who is from Brooklyn. He calls up this guy. He goes, and you could imagine he's an Italian from Brooklyn, old school.
Mm-hmm.
He's cursing out this freaking doctor. He goes, "I'm the one who recommended you, and this is how you treat my patient." He goes, "Don't you ever fucking give my patient antidepressant." And he hangs up on him. So he also agreed with me. He goes, "That's the problem with these fucking doctors. They all have these partnerships with these pharmaceuticals, and they want to push these things." And then I was like, you know what? The first doctor who gave me the antidepressant had a box of that shit in his drawer, and he just gave me like 2 little boxes and said, "Here you go, try this." So yeah, I strongly believe that there's a lot of medical professionals pushing a lot of antidepressants, and this goes back to the 80s where they tried it with my brother. Their pharmaceuticals is a multi-billion-dollar industry for a reason. And once they get you hooked on certain things, then they have you basically for the rest of your life.
Mm.
I think that's definitely an issue. Like that's definitely a big part of what's going on. But I wouldn't say that that's really the main reason why it's that way. I think it's just the society that we built is weighing down on a lot of motherfuckers.
Is
Too, bro.
No,
I think
on
that
some real
too.
shit.
I
One
think
of
that
my
too.
one of my favorite, well, not favorite, but one of the statistics that I think about the most is this: people who live in very poor conditions. I'm talking about poor, like they live with tin roofs. You know what I'm saying? No running water, no electricity, none of that shit. None of those people ever want to kill themselves. Go to
'Cause they
West
learn to live
Africa.
with.
Yeah, well, go to like the worst parts to live in Africa, where it's just so difficult to live. Where people like, I hate to sound disrespectful on this type of shit, but when you see images of like little kids with like flies flying around their eyes and shit, like it's just hard as fuck to live there. They have to walk miles for water. You know what I mean? Just for water, bruh. Like just for water, they have to walk miles, and none of them ever take themselves out of the game. But us over here, I mean, motherfuckers take themselves out on the daily over here.
And the
How is
kids
that
are,
possible?
and they're doing it at younger ages, which
Yeah,
is
and it's getting
scary.
younger and younger. Like, how is that happening? How could it be that
I
the
tell
people who
you,
had it the worst have the most will to live, and the people who
Social
have the
media
most
is
just don't do shit. You know what I mean? Just die off of just dying. Like, what do you
uh,
mean?
there was a
Like,
kid who killed himself in a high school that that was in my son's region. So um this particular school that the kid killed himself, a lot of wealthy kids go there. And some of my son's friends knew him, and the kid's parents were wealthy. So you would think automatically, oh man, he has wealthy parents. Why would he do that? But the thing was, this society preaches vanity so much
Yep.
that if you don't, like bullying, if you, like, when I was growing up in the Bronx, if I was bullied in school and I went home, the bullying was done until I got back to school. Today, the bullying continues from school to home because of social media, where they can just make a meme out of you and manipulate your face on anything. So the 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 vanity part of it, where this kid died from drugs, thinking he was supposed to live a certain way and be a certain way. Like I've seen the kids, not to be talk about racism or race in particular, but my son went to an all-white school. Well, not all white, but a majority of white kids, and they would say the N-word to each other, and then play hip hop on their little Bluetooth speakers. And my son would come home and laugh about it, and be like, "Yo, I want to punch them in the face." So they figured they have to live a certain lifestyle outside of home, and I think the reality of what social media, what people perceive themselves in social media, eventually makes its way into their real world. And if it fails that social media persona, that's when it destroys a lot of these youths.
It actually, like, all this stuff started, like, in the 90s. I could tell you right now. I remember, like, how, we had forums, and it wasn't really, like, like, websites. It was, like, GeoCity and all that other stuff. You
Yeah,
did
yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah, you had, like, stuff like
You got to
that.
know where to go.
Yeah, you had to know where to go. Like, there was no details of what site you were going on. It was like you had to you just pray it wasn't no porn site when you were young.
Yep.
But
oh no, actually, it was the opposite when I was young. I was praying
Nah,
it
you
was.
were praying, right?
Yeah, I
yeah, I
was
was
praying it was.
praying like
I
no,
hope.
you wanted to be a porn
I
site. I
was
was praying
hoping.
not to
I
be a
was
porn
hoping
site.
the dial up can handle. You know what I'm saying? The
Just don't
bandwidth.
type in pink.
I
Don't type
mean,
in pink Cadillac. But 'cause I remember don't type in pink Cadillac. That's what I learned. Um, so I think what now is like, I think towards like the end of the 90s, towards the 2000s, there were like social media called Bolt. That was like a social site. Like I have friends on that one, but we had people fighting in that one, like arguing to each other, going to school, yelling at each other because you said this on the internet, you said that. It wasn't like social media like we take screenshots, none of that stuff. It was literally like someone will print out what you said,
Yeah.
and
but
that's what it was. You print out if you did like that what was going on, but it really damaged a lot of. It started. I was
That's
there
that.
when it started
That's
to
that
happen.
20th century receipt, boy.
Yep.
do
That's
you
a
Yeah, yeah,
guys?
we
that's a
did.
major receipt.
That's
But do you guys know? I can't remember if it's a federal law or if it's a state law, and I can't remember what state it is. But have you guys heard of Megan's Law?
No.
Yeah, I heard
I
some
think it's,
about
yeah.
that.
I heard that. I heard Megan's Law. Yeah, I
Okay,
heard
so
about.
what Megan's Law is about cyberbullying on the internet. Started back during
That's good.
MySpace time. A girl, and this is
Mhm.
a true story, a girl named Megan was being bullied on cyber media. Come to find out, because I was watching one of my crime shows, come to find out it was the mother of the girl who lived next door to her.
Wow.
Yeah, that woman.
Created this MySpace page of this guy who, was date quote unquote dating her online. and then flipped the switch on her and told her she was ugly and nobody liked her, and convinced all the friends in school to say all these mean and nasty things about her, and she mentally snapped and hanged herself in her closet.
Wow, that is
Yeah, I
that's so
remember
sad.
that.
And
So
her
damn sad.
mother and her parents, because she had a older sister, and it was her and her older sister and her parents. And when her parents found out, how they found out was a neighbor called them over one day to their house and told them what happened. And they tried to, the lady got arrested and this, that, and the other, but she didn't get any charges against her because, like I said, because the judge was like, for somebody in person, you can't put somebody in jail for impersonating someone on the internet.
Damn.
And
Well, that's
so the lady got away and everything. And to this day, her parents have created this organization to combat bullying and cyberbullying on the internet, and they've pushed for so many laws to come into effect, and one of the laws is named after the girl. It's called the Megan's Law. I can't remember if it's a federal law or if it's a state law, but it happened due to their daughter committing suicide from cyberbullying on MySpace.
Internet
Wow.
laws are so hard to define, man. It's because it's
is
just
it?
a
Yeah.
global thing, It's
Hmm
such a
Yeah,
global
it
thing that's
is.
so hard to, you know.
But
What
Because
if
there
now,
people
is,
in
but
Ireland don't get
there
a
now,
are
say?
but now,
Yeah.
laws that, but there are
now
laws
there
that
are laws that will, because like somebody just got persecuted a few years ago for convincing a guy to kill himself online, and they now
That's
go
all.
through, if they
Uh,
if they can prove it, then
what is
people are getting.
wrong with people though? Like you
I saw
convince
that.
them to kill?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
was
no, no.
crazy.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's come on. Come on. Hell no. First of all,
Hmm
how does someone convince you to take your life?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying,
Exactly.
what are they
There
Number
like?
must be a
two.
there must be an underlying issue
No,
to
no, no,
begin
no.
with.
The
Number
dude was
two.
in love with the girl.
No,
That's
no,
why I
no, no,
did
no,
it.
no, no,
Yeah,
no. Yo, and that simp shit gotta stop too, dog. That
he
shit gotta
really did
stop,
though.
bro.
Mm.
Stop
He
putting
really
other
do.
motherfuckers above yourself, dog. These bitches ain't worth it. I don't give a
Right.
fuck who they are. No
Guys
disrespect to
or
you
well,
girls.
I can
women in
I
No,
here.
no,
can
no,
tell
no,
with
no.
guys.
Because men drive women to kill themselves. I'm like, bitch, I don't fight over a man. I ain't killing myself over no damn man.
Me either. Yeah, I
No,
Well,
don't
man.
that
believe in
Okay.
goes
that
with
stuff.
self confidence.
No, no, no.
Whereas
Fuck
That's what
today,
that.
you.
there's
Yep,
Fuck
not
that's what he
that.
there's
brought
not
on
too
to.
many of that
Let me
nowadays.
tell you.
Yep.
Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Cyberbullying don't fucking exist. I'm sorry. It don't. It don't exist when
Don't
you can simply turn off the
log
device.
off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Log off, go take
Exactly.
a break.
The only
Yep.
downside to that, because I think it happened in Canada, a girl basically did that, but but whoever linked so much her information out, she was being bullied all over
Well,
because
that's
Nah.
of that.
different. Well, that's
Nah.
Yeah,
different.
that's how. But that is
And that
but that's
goes
That
caused.
is
But
back.
that's
different.
caused.
That goes
But
back
that's
to like
caused by
people.
cyberbullying.
Yeah, but that goes back to like dudes who have people swatted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You see what I
That
mean? Like
shit
people
crazy.
find out their information and then it leaks the information. And like right now, there's no laws to protect people from leaking information like that. Like that poor guy who got swatted and didn't even know the person he was, that, didn't even play video games.
Listen, man. I don't try to keep none of that shit safe. Show up to my house if you want. My nigga, that's you. That's on you, my nigga. Just realize you decided to show up to my house. Now, if you think that ain't shit gonna happen, we gonna see. I mean, it just
Yeah.
is what it
But
is,
see,
bro.
like what I was saying is, it's not. They don't show up to your house. They like when that guy got swatted, they sent the fucking SWAT team out to his house.
Yeah,
They convinced the
it was.
SWAT team that something was going on. The guy was in another state. The
I remember
SWAT
that. I
team
remember
would,
that.
yeah, the SWAT team went out to that dude's house, and that's how it happened. That guy's in prison now, and they said they just caught him doing another SWAT on somebody else or some shit. But
So, I isn't that the one where this dude swatted a dude that actually played video games and stuff, and but when the SWAT team got there, the neighbor didn't know what's going on. He got scared, so he grabbed the gun and went outside.
no, 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 no. The what happened was This guy got this guy's personal information. He thought it was another guy. He thought it was a guy who actually was playing the video game. Got the
Ah,
wrong information, sent the
Did he say he
SWAT
was
team.
kidnapping or something?
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
people
I
said.
Yes,
remember that.
kidnapping or something like that. The SWAT team went out there, and when the guy went outside, they shot and gunned him down,
Now,
thinking that he, yeah,
but that's the problem. The problem is that the squad, the SWAT team, they act before they actually know what the fuck is going on.
yeah, because the guy had told them that the guy was killing people and he was doing this. They had
But
made up
as
a
a
whole
SWAT
bunch of
team,
stuff.
check this out. As a
Yeah.
SWAT team, when you arrive on the scene and you see that nothing is happening, you don't hear no
Bruh, sick,
screaming. You don't
sick.
see what's up.
You want to discuss law enforcement? Is that what you
No,
want to
no,
do?
no, 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 not at all, not at
No,
all.
because
What I'm
no,
saying is
because that's a part of it. That's a part of it.
they
But here's
have
the
to
thing, though.
stop being
That
fucking
is
death
not cyber.
squads.
But here's the thing. That's a fine line between cyberbullying, like oh you a bitch, motherfucker, whatever the case is online, right? You ugly, all that, whatever. When you swat somebody, that's a whole different thing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That's a whole nother animal. That's not cyberbullying. There's no part of that is cyberbullying. That's literally attacking someone. You are
Yeah,
sending
That's
armed men
100%.
to someone's crib. And yes, those
That
men are law enforcement, but when you tell them, hey, look, man, this dude have like 4 or 5 people tied up in his crib right now. He
yeah,
has all kinds of weapons. This is not a game. Do not walk in there like it's just gonna be, you know, like a little simple search and rescue. This man is very dangerous. What do you think is gonna happen? Right? That is not cyberbullying. That's not the same shit. All right,
mm-mm.
cyberbullying and swatting somebody is two completely different things. When you swat
And
somebody, you expect to either humiliate them or actually cause them pain or worse. Because what other reason would you do it? I mean, I can't really wrap my head around someone that has that type of energy to be doing that type of shit. You know what I mean? I don't even keep
exactly.
receipts
People were
online.
hiring him to do it. People were hiring him to do it to people. That's the
Yeah,
Exactly.
shit
on
that's
Twitch.
killing me. It
It
ain't
was on
even
Twitch.
you. Yeah, it
It
ain't
was really.
even your fucking beef, but somebody hires you to do it.
that's
Well, I
They
mean,
real
if
had the
talk.
live.
you
There was
getting
a
paid to
live
do it.
tweet. There was a live. There's a live. They had a conversation. I think one of them. If I could find that video, they actually the person who swatted. I think that was them or somebody else. They actually had a recording of that too a while
And
back,
and
and I don't know if it's still around or not.
and Kelvin says that a Call of Duty YouTuber named Drifter got swatted by some dude that was after him. And I think that happened live on air because I remember some people were playing Call of Duty and got swatted live on air.
Yeah, I mean that happens all the time. You can watch compilation videos of that at this point. I'm pretty sure there is compilation videos of that.
That's the one thing I fear, like, even that's like a biggest fear of doing any type of streaming. You gotta be cautious now because you got motherfuckers who are crazy who will
Yeah,
do anything just to get a rise out, not just you, but just use it as some form of entertainment just to see people get hurt.
But see, this might be corny, but I
Yeah, go
can't
ahead.
control what's wrong with them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I can
We
only
Oh, I
do
can't
ain't talking
me.
about
I'm
control
you.
not.
we can't
I
No,
control what's wrong with any of them.
yeah,
no, you
but
can't.
that's I can only
That's
do
that's the
me. So
biggest
I'm just
fear.
gonna
But
live my life. I'm not gonna not do something because I'm scared one of them motherfuckers gonna send a group of SWAT like a SWAT to my crib. Like I'm not really. You know what I mean? If you
I
gonna
would say
do
that's
that,
the
then you just
biggest
gonna do it. You
fear.
know what I mean?
But it's gonna
You know
happen.
what I mean? Like I,
I mean, I work at a rest. I'm not a restaurant, but I work at a freaking when my store, and we had people coming aggressively just because they couldn't buy their alcohol. We had a few break-ins, like people were breaking in to
hmm,
the glass and stuff. I found like cracks on one of the glass because we have thick glass now, and they put cracks in it so they could come back and finish the rest. I let them know that we had this, and they had to go put like glue on the glass or something. But we got to the point where we had to find out ways to protect ourselves because it's getting to the point where they're telling us like oh well, you can't fight the person if they try to attack you. Oh hell no, I'm fighting back.
Yeah.
What
I
the
mean,
hell?
Oh yeah,
every
it's a
every.
liability. It's a liability to the
Yep.
store if you
Let me
Yep.
tell
fight
you
back.
something. There's
No
fruit
what?
there's
There's no
fruit
like.
cakes everywhere. Okay, fruit cakes are
Mhm.
everywhere. They
Mm-hmm.
put the nut in the
Exactly.
fruit cake. Okay, I mean you got you. I work in a dental office. Okay, one time it must. We don't know if there was consecutive full moons or what, but we were calling the police 3 times a week because of these fruit cakes coming into my office.
Damn.
Okay, and it wasn't young people; these were old people. Okay. We had one patient who we were scared of this motherfucker. He told me he was just mad. He could just drive his car right through our building. Okay? These motherfuckers are crazy out here, and this is over fucking teeth. Okay? Teeth.
Jeez,
Okay?
man.
Hey, I ain't gonna
We
lie.
had we
I would
had
be
we had a
crazy over my teeth
Dumb
too, my
numbing.
nigga. Like,
okay, we had a lady just last week. We had a lady who was mad because we're still making people wear masks, right? People still wearing masks in my area.
right.
She came up to the door, kicking the door in and all this stuff, and was cussing out the other front desk lady. And we were looking at her, and she was about to jump her, and the front desk lady was like, "Bring it, bitch." That's what she said. She opened the door. She had her arms out. She like, "Bring it, bitch." And the woman's husband grabbed her and started pulling her away. And at this point, my mom's at the front desk. My mom's the other lady at the front desk. My mom's like telling me to call the police. I'm hobbling my crippled ass because my back done went out. I'm hobbling my crippled ass to the phone to call the police. She heading out there. Patient had propped herself up against the wall and had her cane ready to hand out so they could use the cane to beat the hell out of this lady and her husband.
Damn.
Man, what the hell y'all got going on up there?
Yeah,
Like,
that sounds like fun.
I told you this fucking place was crazy now, didn't I?
listen, man. I feel
People
them.
bored.
Nah, I feel them to a certain degree, nigga. If I need to get some work done on my teeth, that's the one
No,
thing
no,
that you
no.
don't want to
Sick,
let something get bad.
sick. I work in a denture fucking facility. These people already lost their fucking teeth.
Yeah, but I mean, if they there for a reason. It's something tooth related.
Okay? They're there to get
Or lack
dentures.
thereof. You know what I mean?
They're
Or
there
lack
to get
thereof.
dentures. Okay?
Yeah, they there
And
for their
we're not the only denture facility in the world.
No. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's what I was actually gonna get to and say. If they really felt some type of way about having to wear a mask, then they could have simply just said, "Okay, I'm not gonna patronize your business anymore," and went to a different dental office. Like that. That would have been the proper way to handle that situation. But getting all
Yep.
upset, getting all rowdy and shit like that, you showing that you hurt. You hurt.
Yeah. I mean, we got a dentist down the street. There's another dentist 2 streets over. There's another dentist in the opposite direction.
Oh wow.
I mean, you see my point.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like I said, these people are crazy out here, and it's everywhere. It's not just here; it's everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because in New York, I work for the housing authority, in the elevator department. So my job is to fix the elevators in the housing projects of New York City. And the arguments we get into because number one, they get happy when we're there, and then when we have to fix it, they're pissed off because they're like, well, "Wait a minute, you should be fixing this already." And the stigma is, or the whole spiel is that they feel we take our time so we get more money, and then we laugh it off amongst each other, and we're like, "All right, whatever, you're stupid." So we had one moment where these people were joking with us in the lobby, and then one dude comes over and he's like, "Yo, when is it gonna be fixed?" And we're like, "We're just doing some quick maintenance. It's not gonna take long." He's like, "But my grandmother got to go to the 16th floor." I was like, "She'll be there in no time." The dude goes, "Yo, I said my grandmother got to go to the 16th floor." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "So turn on the elevators." And then he bumps me with his leg because I was like kneeling down doing something. So I grabbed the hammer and I'm like, "You want to do that again?" So my partner was like, "Jose, what are you doing?" And I was
Motherfucker
like,
hit me. I'm about to take out his kneecap.
so I look around and people are recording it now. He hits you, he's in trouble. So I was like, I don't care what. I said, I'm glad you got it on camera because we're doing our job. So my boss is not going to get pissed, number one. And number two, it's going to show that he hit me first. So then my partner comes out. He gets in between us. And so he starts screaming, they do crack in their shop. The people are like, what? Oh, well, let's record this. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So we're like, this is what you want? All right, let's go. So we we stopped doing the maintenance, left the elevator. We're like, good luck. It's like, all right, instead of, because in my head, I was like, all right, he hit me. I'm going to hit him with my hammer. But my partner was like, yo, we just got to walk away. Let's just walk away. I was like, no, you're right. You're right. Because we never win.
But then, if they get on that elevator and something happen, it's
they're
y'all going to be liable for it.
Yep. Exactly. No, we called our supervisor, told him what happened. Supervisor was like, turn that shit on, get out of there. He gave us the option. He was like, you either turn it back on or shut it off. And he goes, I got your back either way. I wanted to leave him off, but my partner was like, nah, let's turn him on. And then
I would have definitely left that shit off because...
That shit would have been left off.
How would you have felt if somebody literally got on that elevator and then all of a sudden you heard somebody died?
Yeah.
Because that elevator broke down.
That would have been their fault. Yep. That would have been their fault.
No, it would have been their fault. You would have still, being a human being, you would have still felt some type of way about it.
I would have felt like shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the people that piss me. Well, you ever seen people smack the hall buttons of an elevator thinking it's gonna get there faster?
Yeah.
For some reason, that just boils my blood. So one day, this dude just kept doing it, and finally I lost it. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Oh, the elevator, man. You guys did. I was like, that button one more time. He's like, what are you going to do? I said, I'm shutting the elevators off thanks to you. So the people in the lobby got mad. I was like, yo, he just damaged the buttons. And so they start looking at him. He goes, I didn't damage the buttons. I'm like, oh, shutting it off. And I shut it off like an hour.
You were the controller of people's destinies.
Exactly. I let them know, yo, chill out and stop. I was like, you're breaking this button, and then it's going to damage everything else. So, yeah, dealing with clients or consumers, it's an adventure no matter what trade you're in or type of job you do.
My gosh, I think like right now, I think like last week I had a guy who brought his brother in. His brother's 18. He's like around 23 years old, and we gotta have it. And you cannot bring anybody. This is a liquor store. Our store is really strict about it, and
every store is strict about it. Well, at least they supposed to be.
No, not all of them. That's the problem. They don't all follow the rules. That's why a lot of them got shut down in California. California takes that shit seriously, and he brought his brother who's 18 years old. You can have anybody who at least 21. You gotta be 21 or older, or you had to be at least with your parent. It has to be a parent, not a friend, not your cousin, not your brother. It has to be your parent, because we don't want to sell something that might, we don't want to sell something and we find out, oh, you're underage. So I basically had to stop all sales and say, I can't sell you because you're like 18 years old, your friend's like 19. I can't do it. So he got mad because I told him his brother was here at the manager, and he was like having a hissy fit. He said, well, that's my brother. I didn't want to leave him in the car by himself and all this stuff. It's hot outside. I'm just like, your brother is a grown-ass man. And my mom's like, he's a grown-ass man. He can take care of his own damn self. But at the same time, you just I had to be strict. I don't want to lose my job and they lose their license because I gave alcohol to the older brother who came to the brother.
Wow.
Yeah, people want to test you first, and if they see they can get away with it, even a little bit, that's going to cost you everything.
Yep.
It will.
Oh, yeah. Now, Sick, I see one topic here I got to question you about. What is this transracial thing?
Oh,
what the hell is that?
God. Hold on. We gonna get to that because I really, man, that's the reason why I coupled that with mental health, man. Listen. Before we get to that, I want to kind of run through this. Remember the thing I was telling you about the Yeezys with Kanye West, him suing Walmart because of some knockoffs of his foam Yeezy shoes. So I finally saw what the fuck he was talking about. First of all, I have to question like the sanity of anybody that would wear these bullshits.
Oh,
that's number one. Number two, it's not quite what I thought it was, right? Because there's some shoes at Walmart that I pick up because they sell them in like multiple colors, but they're really fucking comfortable, and I buy a lot of them. I thought they were talking about those shoes. Nope, they weren't talking about those shoes. They were talking about some shit that looks like, I don't know, like it was made out of fucking dinosaur bones or some shit like that. I just don't understand what the fuck this is.
You seen his fashion line?
No, that's the thing.
Okay, let me tell you something. If you ever see his fashion line, because I've seen that shit. The last time I was looking at his runway fashion show, them motherfuckers looked like they were hungry, angry, upset, like they were broken people, and they were wearing rags.
All I'm saying is these shits are ugly. As a matter of fact, I want y'all to see them so y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, because this shit don't make no sense. Who the fuck puts these in the stores? Just take a look at these real quick. Now, I will be honest, these are complete fucking rip-offs, but they're both ugly as fuck.
That look crazy.
Yo, what the fuck is that, right? Like, what is this? This shit looks ridiculous.
That's about his clothes. Okay, let me see if I can find. Oh, here it is. Perfect picture. Perfect.
You know what the first thing that comes to mind? The first thing that comes to mind is beehives. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
they do look like honeycombs.
Yeah, like hornet nests.
I have
One of them.
I have really bad I have really bad typophobia, so this is not helping.
There's one called the
I'm
MX.
too old school,
MXT.
man. I just wear chucks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's one called MXT Moon Gray. It looks like a rat. I swear. Like
I don't know what this is. It's just
sick. Look in your Twitter.
All right.
Okay, that's his fucking fashion line. Okay, come on now. What the hell are y'all talking about here now?
Hold on, let me see what the fuck. They look like bums.
That was his season 2 runway fashion show, honey.
Wait, this is really yo, people really wear this boy? Yo, hey, white people out there, man. I gotta ask y'all, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Yo, hold on, my bad. Y'all can't see this. That's why y'all don't know what the fuck we talking about. What the fuck is this? What is this? Why this nigga look like he ready to go kill somebody whole bloodline, bro? Like, just look at this. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this?
Looking like them vampires from Blade 2.
So now that you see his runway show there, you know?
Who looked at this shit and was like, yo, we need to sell this, bro?
Why do you think he filing bankruptcy, okay?
Look at this shit.
Yeah, he was filing bankruptcy because his clothing line was not doing so well.
And then, look, he got all the niggas in the back. What is it? Yo, Kanye, fam. Kanye, bro.
I mean, I ain't got no words for that.
Yo, I'ma need Kanye to slide the fuck up out of here, nigga. Like, we need to trade this nigga for somebody, bro.
Now, ladies and gentlemen here of the panel, and ladies and gentlemen here of the chat. After seeing this, do the shoes surprise y'all anymore?
Yo, Kanye.
All I gotta say about Kanye West is his first 2 albums was crazy.
Yo. Hey, that's a fact, Royal. That is his first 3 albums was fire, bro. I will even give him Graduation. After that nigga just went on some goofy shit. But damn. What is this? Can you believe the nigga that made this also made right? Jesus Walks? Come on, fam.
Man.
Jesus Walks. God showed me the way because the devil trying to break me down. Jesus walks with me, with me, with me, with me.
Yeah,
Me
so
too.
I don't know why y'all surprised about the shoes.
Look, I don't follow
I do
Kanye
like the
West like
shoes.
that. I don't really know what he be on. You know, like I said,
All
So
I
the album's
know
good.
is
You
it
know what I
was a
mean?
huge top. This was a huge topic back a few years ago. I think it was.
Is
Yeah, it
that Kim
was.
right there?
It might have been, yes.
Yo,
Where?
why
But
Kim
Kim was,
egging this nigga on with this bullshit, dog? She
but
know this
that's
look
what she,
foolish.
dude. That's
I
why
mean,
I questioned
have
the
you asked
relationship
your
for the
wife would
longest.
she wear this shit? Have you asked your wife would she dress like that?
Her and her mother were wearing a few of his fashion pieces back here when they were on good terms.
and
Why is
remember he
everything
got
like this weird brown too? Like it's this weird, ugly ass brown.
post-apocalyptic type outfit.
I
It
don't
do. It
know.
look
It's
like
the
some shit that'll be in Mad Max.
All the
You know what they look like? They look like
man. That's
they
got
woke
better
up
style
from
than
the
scroll
you.
Matrix.
down, sick. If you scroll down, you'll see what all the black folks are wearing in a later picture down the article.
Bro, they look like they woke up from the Matrix and fucking Morpheus just gave them, you know what I'm saying, the rundown on what's really happening.
Yo, this nigga found the kids from Village of the Damned, dog.
Ah.
He found all the kids. They all grown up now. That shit
Don't you
went
mean
over a lot of
children of
people's
the
heads,
corn?
man. They too young
Don't
for
you
this.
mean children? Don't you mean
Yup.
children of the corn?
No, I mean Village of the Damned.
Yeah, like I said, it's more awfulness.
No, it's borderline creepy, bro.
Nobody looks happy there. You know, normally you
No,
go to a
no,
fashion
no.
show, people look happy. They
They
don't
were
look happy in
told
this.
not. They were told not to.
Not to what?
Look happy or smile or any. They were told to look like that.
Who are these aliens that this nigga got? They all look like aliens, bro. Yo, I'm not bugging, dog. Bruh, they all got this weird fucking pointy face structure. Bruh, they look like aliens, dog. What the fuck is this?
I you know what?
And I'm sorry that I have ruined y'all's evening with these
Oh,
images.
that's
no.
crazy, dog. Yo, that's
Candyman on the
nuts.
left.
I still rock chucks and button ups and shit, so I
Hey,
can't.
that's
I
a
can't
fact.
really-
This nigga do look like the one that played Candyman. He
Oh,
was
damn.
also the dude in
Crazy.
Final Destination, if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Tony Todd. He was also in Tony Todd. He was in Final Destination, Candyman. He was also in an episode of X Files.
Man,
Oh shit!
Was he
What?
in the 5 Heartbeats?
yo, I swear.
He might have been. I can't remember.
Do y'all
Oh, you
remember
were-
that movie with Charlie Sheen? I think it was called... No, it wasn't called The Signal. The Arrival.
Yes.
Tell me they
Yeah.
don't look like they legs about to bend backwards, nigga, and they about to start running like crazy. Yo, this shit is nuts.
Oh, well.
Yo, this shit
Don't
is
say
nuts,
that.
bro. Alright, listen.
Oh, the body
Why?
snatchers.
Why do this nigga look like Rory, nigga? Why does he look like Rory?
This is bad. I
No,
know.
no. Please, somebody make some sense out of this.
I saw the fashion show. I
Yo.
really saw videos of it.
I really feel like this nigga went to the deepest, darkest places in Africa and pulled these people out because he didn't want to pay them nothing.
Oh my God.
Put him in all black.
I don't
Ooh.
understand
I
this,
don't
bro. I'm trying to get this, dog. Like, fuck,
Look,
man.
I don't even know what that was Yeezy season 2. I don't even know what Yeezy season 1 looked like clothes wise.
Bro, why do
I
this
thought
look
the
like
one
a
where he had-
slave auction, dog?
Oh my God, you're not the first person. I heard someone say exactly the
That
same
shit
thing.
look like a slave auction, bruh. All
Maybe
you
that's
see
the
is white
symbolism.
people in the fucking background, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Look like they about to bid on these niggas. Like, fuck. Because they don't even look like they wearing clothes, nigga. They look like they found these people, bruh. They look like they found these motherfuckers on Skid Row, dog.
Yep. Like under a bridge.
Bruh, they not even wearing like nothing like sexy or nothing that looks like it genuinely costs money. Who the fuck is buying pants that's ripped up? Who's buying this shit?
Sick. Understand this. I'm just gonna let you know. This is when he did this. It was around the time he was literally losing it big time. This is where he was off his meds. So I'm not surprised just to see this at all, because I saw that fashion show, and I was like, "What the hell is it?" It had like there were clips of it.
You know what these niggas look like? They look like that bitch from Get Out hit them with that motherfucking little thing that little the teaspoon.
I didn't watch that movie, but yeah.
Bruh, look at this.
Yeezy season 1 ain't even looking that great, okay?
Bruh.
And this is the second season.
Bro, I'm not even trying to have a roast session on my people, bro. This look crazy.
You wanna look like you bought something expensive, not the opposite.
Bro, nigga, are they in rain boots? Who the fuck wakes up and be like, yo, this the gear I want to put on?
I thought
it's like he played The Last of Us, and he's like, "Oh, this is what I like."
Yo, they do look like that.
Hey, no. Motherfuckers The Last of Us presentable and shit.
Yo, what is
like
this shit?
Like you guys, yo, sick. You want to hear something crazy? I'm looking at a pair of his Yeezy Boost 350, the Turtle Dove ones. And these motherfuckers are $1,400.
Excuse me.
Yo, Calvin, for real, dog.
And a guy named Tyler or Todd are gonna be the only ones sporting that shit.
Yo, I swear for God. Bro. These motherfuckers had to go to this nigga basement after they left here, dog. He keeping them in a dungeon, dog.
He got a cage.
Yo, this shit looks crazy, dog.
Yo, you want to see season 1, sick? I done found a picture of season 1.
I don't think I want to see none of this shit. I don't want to see no more. This is just nuts.
It's sad. Yes, I remember. Wasn't the one in the season 1? It's like they're wearing like tights. They look like they were wearing tights or something something like that. Or that was Kim's.
They had like the mini vanilla outfit type.
I don't know. At least I don't think so.
Bruh.
I don't know. I feel like
Bruh, this is a
guy right there.
That's what happens when you're rich and you're just bored.
Nah, I don't play games on this computer, silly boy. Not at all. Oh, you talking about my U-touring icon? Oh yeah, nigga, I be trapping out the band though. Straight up. Trapping out the band with.
And then looks like he got a hard one. That's what's crazy about this outfit.
He sure do. I got a boner.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at
Yo,
this.
y'all. Hate to be the party pooper, but I gotta.
Oh no. If you gotta go, bro, completely understand, man. We don't. Look, dog. We done totally went left, bro. Like some of the shit that we were supposed to talk to, I doubt that we gonna even get to that shit, dog.
But
no. I know you got work and shit like that. Look, next time we're gonna do it a little bit earlier. I just wanted to get the inaugural, stream off, and I feel like I feel like it's gone pretty well so far.
Yeah, I like it.
I do want to hit this this Derek Chauvin being sentenced to 270 months.
Want to touch on that?
Yeah, I wanted to touch on this shit.
22 years. 22 years.
Listen, they gave this nigga 22 years for literally kneeling down on someone's neck until they died.
Yeah,
Being guilty on
but
all counts
let's
gets you
but
22 years.
let's be honest here. We already know they taking bets on who going to kill his ass in prison.
No, not at all. Not at all. He ain't
Oh,
gonna.
he
First
over
of all,
Texas.
As
he's
if
gonna be in
not in
PC.
solitary confinement.
They're gonna have him in
Yeah.
PC. That's
Oh, yeah.
number one. Number two, he ain't doing no 22 years. What they're doing
No, ain't.
is they gave him some numbers on the outside that look good, so that people wouldn't riot in the streets. But in reality, they probably gonna let this nigga out in like 10 years.
Yeah, they're gonna say good behavior and blah blah blah.
They gonna let him out in
Yeah.
like 10 years. So really, it wasn't good. What they should have done is no parole. You know what I'm saying? They should have done a whole bunch of things. And realistically, like I said, they did this to cater to the people who were gonna go wild. Had he not been sentenced or seemingly sentenced appropriately. Now, I want to keep it real with y'all. I know black people who have murdered people. I know them in real life because they're some of my family members, and they haven't done much time at all. So for them to be a civilian and for him to be, some form of law enforcement or ex-law enforcement, I know good and goddamn well if my family could get off, this nigga is not gonna, he ain't gonna serve much time. Yeah, he's convicted. Yeah, he's never gonna be able to work as a law enforcement officer anymore. But literally, you don't have to be law enforcement to be in law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weird part about it.
Well, here's okay. So here's another flip side to it. He may get back into law enforcement because when he gets out, he might just change his name, legally change his name.
Nah, it don't work that way though.
No, it's in your record. It's in your record, regardless if you change your name.
Mm-hmm. But he can get into private security and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He can get something, but it ain't gonna be the.
I mean, because
listen, man, he's just gonna join the Proud Boys. He'll be alright.
Yup, exactly.
Yeah.
So
his family will be taken care of and all that good stuff.
So what's y'all thoughts on this?
I mean, here's the thing. The fact that he even got a convicted sentence, I'm just shocked about that part. Let's be honest.
Just getting that is
just to get the fact that he got a convicted sentence, and we already know he's not going to serve the time that he is going to serve. But the fact that they said, yes, you are guilty is a shock. That's one step forward, guys. You guys got to admit that.
Thankfully, well, for what it's worth, not thankfully that Floyd died, but thankfully that girl was there to record it. Because if not, he would have gotten away with it.
Sure would have.
That's why they've been trying to make so many laws to bar you.
There's actually a couple of different angles of different cameras and shit.
Yeah, it was a bunch of different people recording.
Yeah, but that's the reason why they're trying to make it illegal for you to record them.
Right, which makes no sense.
But you gotta think about it like this. You gotta think about it like this. They've been trying to do that since Rodney King.
Yep. Yeah.
Yo, you know what really blew me though?
And that was a helicopter recording.
When his mom got on that stand and said, "My son is a good man." No. The mom of Derek Chauvin.
Oh, okay.
He's a good man. If you lock him up, you're locking me up as well. Bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Do you realize this dumbass motherfucker just killed somebody? Like, has it not clicked in your mind? Oh, my bad. You don't see George Floyd as being a human. So you can't understand why your son is being persecuted this way.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
And Floyd was calling for his mama too.
Yo,
while he was killing.
Wait a minute, did Derek's wife ever take the stand? Because I know she divorced his ass real quick.
Hey, she ain't want no parts of being attached to that name, boy.
I mean, but you know
she knew he was capable of doing it.
But here's the thing: she's not white.
What y'all gotta ask yourself though is, how much of this has he gotten away with to the point where he felt comfortable doing this?
Yeah.
Well, you know that. You know that they say they would not allow this into the courts But last year there was a complaint about him putting his knee to the neck of a 17-year-old. That happened last year. They wouldn't allow that in the courts, but it came out.
My question.
He has had complaints about doing what he did to George Floyd on other people, and
For
some of them
years.
were minors. But they wouldn't allow that into the courts.
All I know is he's a piece of shit. He deserved more than
Facts.
22 years. He could suck a dick. Hopefully, Bubba waiting to give him that cock meat sandwich. You know what I mean?
Cock meat sandwich.
Or
here's the thing: there's also people in the prison who work in the prison. They could probably you never know. They probably will let those somehow.
And they've already said
That's what happened to Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, and the prisoner, and they've already stated that the prisoners are waiting to see which prison he go to, because they're already plotting things for him, and we don't know if like Tronnie said, we don't know if the guards are in there, because the guards are sitting up here like, hey. I mean, you gotta think about it like this. All the police and law enforcement in the country right now is mad at this dude because he ruined their fucking good deal. Think about it. Laws and shit are changing because of what this dude did. They're like, hey, we had the easy street of fucking people up, and now you done made it hard for us.
He literally sat his entire body weight on a man's neck while he was handcuffed. Not a threat at all.
And you're not supposed to put your weight on someone's neck.
And he put his hands in his pocket.
No.
Yep.
Are we missing the fact that he was in handcuffs?
Yeah.
And you know what the charge was for?
It's sad. People.
The reason they called the guy called the police, and he said he wouldn't have called the police if he had known that the guy was going to die. He thought that the guy had a fake $20 bill.
That's why we have.
And
wait. How do you
pen.
think that when they have the UV, they have the little UV thing?
Yep.
They have
not everybody.
No. You could literally take it and hold it up to the light to see the fucking the thing within it.
Yep.
He thought that the money was fake, and the owner of the store had put a rule into the effect that if the cashiers take fake money and it proven to be fake, that the cashiers have to pay it. The cashier didn't have the money to pay it, so he called the police to get him escorted out. He said on the stand, had he known that that guy was going to kill him over something like that, he wouldn't have never called the police. But that's what happened. So he had the guy, so the guy wasn't fighting him. The guy got put into handcuffs, and then he did all that to him over the thought of a possible fake $20 bill.
Yo, they got pens to market. They have the little UV lights.
Yeah, the little pens and all that stuff.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing,
Money-
It also,
Isn't the reason
some
why
stores.
money's blue now because of that?
Yeah, and
It's
the
just
thing
something would
is,
know immediately.
and the thing is also, some places don't get the UV light, don't get the pen, because they're cheap ass bastards.
So look at it.
Oh,
Put it up in the air. Old school.
Okay.
But they've already proven that people have copied the new money. There's already fake bills running around with the
I
kid
am a
who,
goddamn clerk. I am not a money expert. Listen, me personally, if I get in a position like that, I'm just gonna quit. Bro. You're not gonna make me responsible for something. I can't be responsible for people bringing fake money.
I will say this, like we have machines like UV ray, and we have the little ping sound, because when there's a magnet, so when you put the money in and it slides on the side, you can hear the sound, because that's the magnet. That's the real bill. Even the older ones have that. But if you don't hear nothing, and you know there's something, even the texture of that money is fake, we have to call the manager, or we just tell the customers, sorry, we can't take it.
and
That's all you
that's
had
the
to do.
thing. Yeah, and that's the thing, some places, like my friend who was working at this cheap little cheesy corner marks gas station,
Mm-hmm.
ended up falling on the ice and shit, getting hurt, got terminated from the job. Come to find out, the fucking owner of the store was so goddamn cheap, he wasn't even paying workman's comp to the state.
Wow.
Oh, that's
That's
crazy.
that's that's what I'm saying. Then when he arrived at court, he told the courts that he don't know why he in court. And the judge was like, "Isn't your name such and such?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "How do you not know about this accident? They had sent him certified letters and shit." The owner of the store came up in the store and said that shit. Come to find out, he wasn't paying workman's comp. He wasn't paying nothing for unemployment for he was paying nothing that he was supposed to be paying. That's what I'm saying. You're saying there's the pen, the UV light, this, that, and the other. This is shit that this guy was supposed to be paying by law.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't paying it by law. He wasn't paying it. You think some places they're gonna pay the stuff that they have to pay by law? You think they're gonna get all that little extra bullshit if they're cheap?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Now
true
you
though.
make a
That's
good
what they.
point.
That's what they do that, and that's how a lot of like we didn't know we were getting fake bills for a while because I was like my boss was telling me like, yeah, we got fake bills. Like, how the hell we fake bills go through? Because you could tell, because I could tell by a fake one and
You
the new
really can't.
one
You
because
really can't. Now what they're doing is they're washing the money and putting different a different bill amount on it.
yeah
I mean,
because
Oh,
of the
But
the new bills.
I don't know nothing about all that.
The
Nah.
new
oh
bill, let's put it this way, the new bills, when they released the new bills, a 16-year-old was duplicating it within a week.
I mean,
yeah,
when there's
but
a will, there's a way, bruh. You ain't gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
You,
like I said, there's a
you're not
magnet
ever
in
gonna
there.
stop
You
motherfuckers
gotta,
from doing what they gonna do.
yeah, they're
That's
not
It's,
why
gonna
they're
it's
trying to
stop.
move us to a credit society though.
Yeah,
oh, and at that point, motherfuckers
the
find
crypto
ways to get
society.
credit. You know what I'm saying? They will find a way. There's never gonna be a perfect system to where shit would never fuck up. Shit's gonna
Right.
fuck up. Motherfuckers gonna find a flaw in the system
Like like
and
like
use it.
prime
You know what I mean?
example, we're behind in a lot of world's economies with how we do money and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because you know how when we got the chip in our cards, when they started putting chips in our credit cards,
Yeah.
late
Been in Europe
90s,
like
early
10, 15 years
2000s,
before that.
huh?
It's
Yeah,
been in Europe and Asia for like 20 years before that.
that's what I'm saying.
What
I
they
had
use
a
over there.
bank cashier who was Russian. She said, "I'm shocked y'all just getting this technology." She said, "We've been using this for the last 30 years."
Yeah. EMV technology isn't new.
It's
Yeah.
super.
So we are behind by all that type of technology with protecting our money.
It's bureaucrats because they're gonna be like, you have to go through all these laws, all this stuff before we can get anything that's updated.
Yep.
Well, and
So
also most of the
that's the real
infrastructure and
reason why
everything
we're
that's
all
built.
behind, because the
Well,
people are doing paperwork.
well, it's not only just that. It's the government doesn't really control any of that. It's due to companies.
Thanks.
I mean, think about it.
Yep.
When you use the internet, who are you using it through? A company, right? And if
Mhm.
they want to run fiber optics for your ass, they will run fiber optics for your ass. But there's no money in that.
Facts.
Yeah,
Everyone is
that's the
still
whole
using
thing.
the same fucking lines that AT&T put in the like 19th century.
Yep.
Think about that.
Yep.
No,
We
no,
still
no, he's
using that.
right.
The
My
only people
mom.
who are not, by the way, are Verizon when they have FiOS. They actually do run fiber optic because it's worth the money for them. They do it in a certain
Mm-hmm.
section of the country, and they was able to recoup the money back. Because setting the fiber optics is expensive as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So I mean, to this day, I mean, copper wires for cable internet and cable service ran by one original company mainly, right? So it's that infrastructure that we don't get better because well, it's gonna cost them so much money to replace the shit. They're not gonna do it. They're just gonna keep charging you what they're charging you for the stuff we got.
Shit, check
I
this
mean,
out. Y'all probably remember. What's up, Ice Queen? How you doing, Don? Um, Kyle Massey. That name sound familiar to y'all?
Oh, Massey.
Yeah.
but I can't
It's
put a
a
finger.
name that I remember it, but I can't remember what happened with him.
He was the guy in the Disney Channel shows That's So Raven and Corey in the House.
He
Oh,
died,
I know,
didn't
I
he?
know, I know where you going with that.
No, he didn't die.
I know.
He probably
Oh.
want to die
He
right
should
now,
have
but he
died.
ain't die.
I mean, yeah, he rather at this point.
So he has been charged with one count of immoral communication with a minor, according to court documents filed in June.
What the hell's a moral? Okay.
No,
okay.
an immoral communication with a minor. So
What the hell is an immoral communication with a minor? What the hell is it?
he was
what
sending
the...
some dick pics.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, the guy. Okay, this is strange. Him and freaking what's that one? Was
The
it
dude
Jake and
from
Josh?
Drake and Josh. Josh from no,
Yeah,
not Josh. I think it was Drake.
No, Drake.
Drake
Yeah,
Bell.
Drake Bell.
Yeah.
Just got in trouble for having a minor. I think he's dating like some minor or something like that. He did.
Yeah.
Well,
He
they're
needs
gonna
to go
just go to
minor, too.
prison for like 10 years, like that Austin dude on YouTube did.
That Austin dude.
There was a
Oh, for
YouTuber
real?
named. There's a YouTuber named Austin. I can't remember what his name was. Let me look it up here real quick. But he got
The black
sentenced.
dude or the white dude?
This is a white dude, and he.
With
I
the
think
glasses?
he got. Nah, he. I'll show it to you. He
You're
got
thinking about Austin Evans.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, but I don't think that's what she's talking about though.
Nah.
Austin Jones.
Austin Jones. I've never heard of that name before.
Austin Jones.
Yeah, he got in trouble for like a whole bunch of shit with with minors, not more, and I believe he got sentenced to 10 years in prison. Let me give you the link to the article, Sick.
Yep. He says, well, this article about this guy, Kyle Massey. The felony charge was filed on June 14 in King County, Washington. The charge comes after Massey was sued in early 2019 for allegedly sending explicit photos, texts, and videos to a 13-year-old girl. So here's the thing, right? I don't know why, but something seems a little fishy about this. He might be a complete pervert for sure, but they're not going for criminal charges. They're trying to do a civil suit to sue him for money. That don't sound weird to y'all? That don't sound like R.
That
Kelly-ish?
sounds very weird.
That is weird.
So
It sounds more like how people were trying to get Michael Jackson to pay up money.
yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's being extorted. Now, hold on. Just because he's being extorted don't mean he ain't a nasty fuck who was showing dick pics to a 13-year-old girl.
Right. But what's facts?
However,
As a parent, I wouldn't be suing that.
no. However,
I'd be beating the
as
brakes up.
parents,
Exactly.
listen, as parents, I have to say, some of these kids don't look, don't act, and don't dress like kids.
Yes.
Now,
I blame
no,
his
I'm not
company,
making
yeah.
any excuses for the dude. None at all. I'm just stating the facts. All of this stuff could have been sent under false pretenses. I didn't know you were 13 years old, but I'm sending you dick pics. First of all, I thought that was over with anyway. I ain't know niggas was still sending dick pics. I mean, but it's all good. It's all good, man. You want to show them, you want to give them a little preview, right? But you never know who you sending shit to. So that's why you got to be super fucking careful.
Man.
Or where it's gonna wind up.
Or where it's going to wind up. Because he may have thought he was sending some shit to an IG model or something like that. And then come to find out, this nigga's robbing the goddamn cradle.
I mean, it's one rule that, like, when I was younger, when I first started getting onto the web and stuff and things like that, one rule somebody told me. They said, women are men and kids are cops. Or the chicken
That's a good way to put it.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
Good way to put it.
Hey, that's kind of fly. No, but look. In all of my years, on the internet, right? In all of my years on the internet, I've never ever ran into some shit like that. So, first of all, I have to ask, what his name is, Kyle Massey. How did you end up in any situation for you to be talking to a 13-year-old? That's number one. Number two,
How old is he?
you're semi-famous at this point. I don't know how old a nigga is. But you're semi-famous at this point for That's So Raven, right? He looked like he was about 13 in That's So Raven, right? Which means, and that was on in the early 2000s.
He's 29 now.
So he got it. Oh, he's 29 now. See, nah. See, that's the thing. Something wrong with this nigga, bro. Something's wrong with this nigga. You mean to tell me at 29 you can't tell when you talking to a kid?
Yeah, that's...
Come on, man. You mean to tell me you've only been talking to this person through text? You've never spoken to this person, never. Dog, at this point, anytime you meet somebody, especially if you call yourself trying to meet them over the internet, nigga, you better hit that motherfucking that FaceTime quick.
Yep.
If you ain't got no iPhone, you better do the duo. You know what I mean? Like if you got a iPhone and the other person got an Android, you better do that other shit. What do they call it? It's start with a V, like Venu or some shit like that. I don't know what it is, but it's some type of
room or something.
You know what I'm talking about, right? But but it's compatible. It's cross compatible. I don't know how he would have ended up in this type of situation. I would love to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm sorry. These little kid stars, something be completely fucking wrong with them. Look at the other dude, the one that raps really well, but he's fucking nuts. He was on That So Raven too.
Oh, the dude that's a little bit older than him?
Yeah. They kind of look like they could be brothers. I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. What's wrong with him?
Nah, that nigga's just nuts. He's just nuts. He's not a pedophile like that, but he's fucking nuts.
I mean, I don't know they lied like that, you know?
No, but it annoys. This shit annoys me because it's too many variables in play, dog. You know why? Because on one hand, we always want to blame the man, right? We always want to blame the man. But realistically, and this is with all due respect, realistically, these little girls are untamed these days. They are untamed. The stuff that they're doing, they're trying to look older. They're trying to appear older. They're trying to deceive whoever it is on the other end of that phone. This dude may have not had any bad ill will or any bad intentions whatsoever. I said bad ill will. What the fuck is, what am I talking? It's getting late. He may have not had any ill will or any bad intentions at all, right? But the simple fact that he was talking to a 13-year-old, automatically he's the fucking villain in this movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how he got to that point. It doesn't matter how he started talking to her. None of that shit matters. Orlando Brown. That's who I was thinking about, Suprema Gardner. But at this point, it doesn't matter. He's the villain because he was talking to a 13-year-old, whether he knew or not.
Yeah, there's no situation where you can come off clean.
You can't.
Just,
but I think that's kind of fucked up because what if he legitimately had no fucking clue that this person was 13?
I feel like as a 29-year-old, you should know well. Well, maybe not because he grew up, you know,
as a kid,
child actor,
right, child actor.
Probably not knowing
he might not know how to conduct himself normally, but it's at any time when I was in my 20s, bro. I'm not too far past my 20s. I still remember that shit. You know what I mean? But it's like when I was in my 20s, I'm sure like I would check on certain things before I move forward with other things. You know what I mean? Like I would never let it.
You would ask certain questions to see what the answers would be. I mean, because like you can ask certain questions and you can see with their answers, you can gauge their age range.
Now, that is indeed true, but I don't think that matters anyway. Like I said, I could be completely wrong, and this guy could be a complete fucking asshole. He could be a complete fucking pervert. He could have known that it was 13-year-old pussy and just didn't give a fuck because he was horny. Like, that might have been the case. The thing is,
he might
I
have figured
always...
he's famous and he could get away with it.
I don't think famous people think that shit, or at least they shouldn't.
I think it's
nowadays.
You'd be surprised, man.
No, you're right. You're right. Like I said, I would hope. I want to be right about this kid, and just think that he had no idea of who the fuck he was talking to, because at the end of the day, I don't think it fucking matters. As long as you sent the dick pic and the person on the other end that received it was 13 years old, you are done. Your goose is cooked.
And then
you
there's
are
another.
fried.
Now there's another whole different possibility. He might have been sending a dick pic, but transposed the numbers, and it went to her by accident.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Because I've gotten pictures. Like I got a message from a number I didn't know, and I opened up the message, and it was a chick sending a pussy pic, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Hey.
I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And she's like, "Oh shit, I got the wrong number. Sorry."
Wait, so she was just throwing out random pussy pics? Like, what was happening? What was that?
I didn't ask her.
Some dude gave her the wrong phone number. That's what happened.
Nigga, she throwing out random like, before you do that, before you send, what do they call, before you send those unsolicited pics, my nigga, you might want to at least say, hey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
how you doing?
Like, make sure
make
sure it's going to the right person, bro. Like, what the fuck? You sent the whole pussy over the bandwidth.
Be real with you, I don't even take selfies, so I've never sent a dick pic in my life. I don't know dick pic etiquette. You would think you would warm up to it.
Dick pic etiquette.
Hey, there is no etiquette, nigga. You just better make sure whoever you sending it to is of age, nigga. That's she can't be turning 18 in 2 months, nigga.
Wait a minute, there's dick pic etiquette?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I don't know nothing about it. I don't even take pictures of my own face and shit. I don't take selfies. You think I'm gonna take pictures of my dick and send it to a female? Like,
no. Honestly,
the whole concept way beyond me. That's why I was like, is there etiquette to come along with it?
There is.
You know?
There is, honestly. Honestly, there is. You ain't supposed to be sending unsolicited dick pics, bro. Now, if you have having a conversation with a person and they like, yo, man, let me see that dick. You know what I mean? You can go ahead and send that shit. Or if you fucking around with a girl, you're like, hey, man, let me see that pussy, man. Like, go ahead and send that through. You know what I'm saying? But unsolicited pics? No, dog. No. Because who wants to wake up? You know, sometimes people give their kids their phones, right? Yeah. Imagine you sending an unsolicited dick pic, and then somebody's kid is like, "Mommy, what is this?" Yo, so nah, you don't just send unsolicited pics, man.
I think that's the biggest issue with a lot of people. That happened to me when I was on when we had Mirror Black Planet.
Oh yeah. You was there? You was on that planet?
I was on Black Planet, but this is the time where, like, it's back in 2008. It's about 2000.
Yeah, it had to be it had to be early 20s.
It was like around 2004 or 5.
Early 2000s.
So, kind of like 2003, around that area.
Yep.
So I was like, I had like, I was talking to this one guy. We were like talking about comics and stuff. I was talking to people about comics. So yeah, before Twitter, this.
Wait. So you went to Black Planet to talk to people about comics?
Yeah,
I can assure you, no one there wanted to talk about comics.
We did. We had some people there. It was the early stages, so there was.
Yeah.
Okay, so no.
Watch how this story ends. Go ahead.
Okay, though this story end where there was, like you said, unsoliciting type of pics. There were people who were spamming that shit randomly.
You were talking about comics.
Yeah.
They were wanting to send some dicks.
Oh no! It wasn't a guy. It was a girl, and she randomly. She had nothing to do with the whole little comic group I had on there. It was she just came and started randomly sending pictures.
Oh, you got hit by the bots.
Oh, dude, I told her. I sent a message. I said, "Dude, I'm like 16 years old. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and get after her because she did not know. But the whole thing is, you're randomly sending pictures to people's inboxes. There was no way to block anybody who from going their stuff.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead, Ronnie.
I was like, say, I know you guys might say, well, why are we on?
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Before you do that, Tron, this story actually gets super interesting.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that nigga's he's a creep. The lawsuit was for intentional infliction of emotional distress, harmful matter sent with intention of seducing a minor, attempting to commit a lewd act with a minor, and annoying or molesting a minor. What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
Annoying?
Whoa, that just took a turn, bro.
No. It gets worse. In the lawsuit, the unnamed girl alleged she met Massey when she was 4 years old and kept in touch with him because she was interested in a career in entertainment. So first of all, let's go to the parents.
Damn.
As a parent, you got me fucked up. Like, are you really letting your 4-year-old daughter stay in touch with a Nick? Like, bruh, my daughter right now is fucking 12, dog.
I mean, that
she'll
Disney
be 13 this year.
Bruh.
She got me fucked all the way up. Nigga, you are dating me until your ass turn 21. I'm keeping that shit a buck. I don't want to see none of these little niggas around my house.
Damn, not even 18, 21?
Nope. 21. 21, you an adult. You can go do what the fuck you want to do. You can go do what the fuck you want to do. Nah, but like, real shit, this is nasty. This shit is getting nasty, bro.
And like I said, I think the parents should be charged in some of this shit.
No, they should. They should definitely be held accountable. At 4 years old, you don't know what the fuck is going on. Period. 4 years old? No. At 4 years old, you ain't talking about keeping in touch with no nigga.
Man.
At 4 years old, your parents had you staying in touch with this dude. It still feels like
barely
a setup.
standing up straight at 4 years old.
Bruh.
You don't even know how to tie your shoes.
You hear me? You hear me? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I said this don't really sit right with me.
It was more like the parents stood in touch with him. And
had to be
as an excuse.
Had to be, cause who the fuck was paying the phone bill that this little 4-year-old was using?
Mm-hmm.
To stay in touch with him.
Being a star. She's 4 years old.
Now. Second of all,
and then on the flip side of it, he a dumbass.
No. But second of all,
No, he's not a dumbass.
If he knows she is a minor, who the fuck was he really sending them dick pics to? I feel like he was trying to hit the mama, nigga. He was trying to fuck the mama, because if you look at what's going on, they extorting this nigga. They not filing criminal charges against him. They're suing him.
But wait though. So the description that you get, well, not the description, but the allegations that are given, it sounds almost there was physical contact.
Well,
right?
It says, according to the lawsuit, Massey became close with the girl's family and indicated that she should move from Seattle to Los Angeles to live with him and his girlfriend in Los Angeles. Bruh, something, nah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is the reason I say he's a dumbass there, how old was he when they first met? 20 something?
Like 27.
Well, when they met you, now she's 13.
She was
right?
4. He's 29. So he had to be like, what, like 28? 21?
So
21?
that's 9 years. That's 9
Nah,
years.
So he had to
20.
be
So he
like
was 20.
20,
18.
He was 20
21.
years old.
Why the
Yes,
fuck are
yeah.
you going to keep in contact with a 4-year-old that ain't even your child?
According to the lawsuit, Massey became close with the girl's family.
Mm.
And indicated that she should move from Seattle to Los Angeles to live with
They
him
were
and his
pimping,
girlfriend
they
in
were
Los
planning
Angeles.
on pimping their daughter out.
The girl and her mother alleged in the lawsuit that Massey held himself out as a father figure. What? Hold on. Do this bitch hear herself, dog? Like, what? Wait, hold on. How the fuck this nigga gonna be a father figure to a daughter that already has a father?
Exactly.
The fuck are we talking about here, dog?
Some shit there.
No. Then it says, and contact increased in November 2018 after the girl indicated she was interested in a role on a rebooted version of Corey in the House. About a month later, Massey allegedly requested to be the girl's friend on Snapchat. Snapchat. This bitch is what, 13?
I don't know what Snapchat is. I still don't know what that is.
It's a social media platform where you can do videos and stuff. See, he going down the same route that Austin Jones went down. Guaranteed. Next thing he was gonna ask was for some videos of her twerking in panties.
Kelvin, I'm trying to figure this shit out. I can't figure it out myself. And shortly after, sent her numerous sexually explicit text messages, images, and videos. The suit says the girl is suing Massey for at least $1.5 million. Okay. Something is so wrong about this. And I could feel it in my body that something is wrong about this.
I feel like it's a perfect storm of wrong, actually. It's not just one area. You know what I mean?
If you sent my daughter sexually explicit pictures, I'm not suing you. I want you to be criminally charged, go to jail, and then I'll sue you.
Now, Sick.
Exactly.
Sick. Let's get something straight here, okay? If that happened to your daughter, you wouldn't be calling the fucking police. You'd be kicking that nigga's door down, beating his ass.
No, indeed.
And both of you would be going to jail, but you wouldn't even be thinking about the police when you first started seeing that shit. Your ass would have been going to kick the door in. Like, let's say that was me and it was my mom. I can tell you right now, that bitch would be 6 feet deep. My mom would roll right in there and pop a cap in his ass. She ain't gonna whoop his ass, she gonna pop a cap in his ass. Cause she's like, you ain't going to prison. I'm gonna put your ass 6 feet deep.
Yeah, something don't sit right with this, bruh. Something is super wrong with this, and if people can't see it, something is wrong with them.
I'm thinking her parents were planning on pimping her ass out.
All they wanted to do is sue him and get money. That's it. That's all this shit is alleging. They're not taking any criminal action or none of that. They just want to sue him.
But here's the thing, though, right? That doesn't neglect the fact that he still might have done all that shit.
No. And I'm not saying that he did it.
Right? And the lawsuit in itself doesn't seem like it's from a concerned parent who found out some wild shit.
Exactly.
It sounds like, look, we had a deal and the deal now went south. Therefore, you owe me $1 million, motherfucker, and this is how I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean?
But guys, we gotta seriously ask a question here, okay? Where was that suit filed at? Because wouldn't most states, whether the parents contacted the police or not, the moment it hit the court systems, wouldn't child services have automatically arrested this dude?
Right, because
you see what I mean? The police would have stepped in and arrested this dude before it ever got to the courts. I'm thinking the police didn't find shit, and now that's the reason they're suing him.
So you know what's funny though is like when the people is against you, right? If you ever go to court or being around court shit, and you never noticed that shit. And it was like, this is the case, the people against this motherfucker, right? And they say the people is actually the city that's fucking you up. The city is suing you. You know what I mean? But they call it the people, right? when you in court, it's like the city is suing you. So even if the parent of a kid doesn't sue you or press charges for you molesting their children, the city can still sue you and put you in jail for that shit because that's a
That's
legal
what I'm
crime,
saying. Like
right?
Austin Jones, the kids who he had the issue against, they weren't the ones who they didn't sue him and shit like that until after the criminal charges. The government, the city fucking got his ass in
Right.
jail.
It's a civil suit. It's not like a little, you know what I mean? It's not like you suing your neighbor because that motherfucker keep fucking your lawn up over some, you know what I mean? This is
And
serious. This is actually stuff that the city can like come down on you for. Like it's not a
whether the parents call or not, the city would have gone after his ass.
facts. So that is very odd that
And
this is
that's
just
and that's I think doesn't that fall under maybe federal law?
that is a
Trafficking of a
federal law.
minor? So
Yes.
And not
that
only
means
that, he's been considered a sex offender too. He would be considered a sex offender now.
the feds would be on his ass and he would be sitting in jail if this shit was true.
Look, to be honest with you, I feel like there's a very high probability that it is true. But the way it's going down is very odd.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because
And
to be
I
really
think
real with you, I don't care how close I am to a family. I ain't taking over the father
Do you guys-
figure role. What the fuck are you talking about?
do you
Like,
guys
that's
also think that
child.
maybe he got caught?
You know what I
Like,
mean?
you guys see there's a deal probably went down, right? And then he
That's
got.
what I'm saying.
I think it might also, like you guys said, it might have been a deal that probably went sour. What happened? He actually got caught by somebody in the family, saw this, and they were trying to hide it. And they said, well, we were just going to do all this instead of, you know. That's just, it is weird. It is. I never heard of a family being so chill about this and just want to sue for money. I
Yeah,
never
that's what
heard
I'm saying.
this.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a
It's kinda
deal
weird.
that went south, and now they want their money.
It's
You know?
weird. I don't even do this at all. It's
Hey,
just something just sitting here like,
I honestly just look at this shit like it's crazy and damn. I don't know what the hell is happening. But it's all good. So here's what I would say, man. This is like one of the last topics that I have, but I just thought this shit was hilarious. Hilarious. North Carolina man arrested for allegedly attempting to sell drugs outside of a local rehab center. That headline is hilarious.
You know what, bro? That headline encompassed the world we live in. That's what the world is like.
Yo,
Motherfuckers trying to sell drugs in front of a rehab center.
but
That's
hold on. Can we
existence
give
is
him
like.
some points for at least
I mean,
taking
it makes
initiative?
sense. I mean, it makes sense. That's where you wish. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
come on, Royal Dog. This nigga was selling drugs to people who trying to get clean, dog. That is hilarious.
I mean, but isn't that encompass what the world is like right now? Motherfuckers
telling
who
us
sell
crap
drugs
that
to
we don't.
people in front of a rehab center. That's what the world feels like to me sometimes.
Hold
You know
on.
what I mean?
So, phew. The sheriff with the Robeson County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina is calling the local man the devil himself after he was...
That's sad.
They called this nigga the devil.
I mean, if you think about it,
Damn.
that would be some shit the devil would do, wouldn't it? Like,
It's not getting better. You're just making it worse.
Yo, this is according to WMBF News, David Graham. Dog, this nigga last name is Graham.
Oh my god. His name is Graham.
His last name is Graham.
Oh no.
shit. Oh shit. Okay, so David Graham, 37, was arrested after local residents called to report a suspicious person hanging outside a rehab center. Come on, bro. They profiled this nigga. They they profiled this nigga. How you suspicious hanging outside of a rehab center? Isn't that where suspicious people should be? In fucking rehab?
Well, yeah, but he's hanging outside of it.
Yeah, yeah, man. But still, man, they profiled this man. They profiled him. The Robeson County Sheriff's Office Drug Diversion Division and the Community Impact Team found multiple drugs, including cocaine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia, on Graham's person after responding to calls. This is absolutely despicable. This is an absolutely despicable act to take advantage of addicts in a place where they sought help.
I mean, that's on a higher level than I could ever imagine, but it does make sense. you can't argue with the logic that he had, you know what I mean? But at the same time, that's
Yo, just imagine, bro. Clearly, this guy ain't stupid, dog. Just imagine if he did something positive with his actual fucking skills, bro. Clearly, he's a people's person, bro.
oh, man.
Yeah, his name is Graham, though.
Yo, Graham was arrested and faces multiple charges, including possession with the intent to sell and or deliver cocaine, and the maintenance of a vehicle for a controlled substance. And the maintenance of a vehicle for... Bro, they just threw random charges on this nigga. Like, yo.
I mean, it's kind of... What's kind of funny is, I remember my old comic book store. And, the old comic book store was next to a rehab center. But the owner of the comic book store was a drug addict himself, and his dealer would come to the store to sell, which was right next door to the rehab center.
Like I said, selling Girl Scout cookies at a next to a to a gym.
No, dog.
Okay, but I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out too. It's getting late. I gotta.
Yo, word. We about to wrap this shit up, man. God damn. This was a crazy episode. I fucking love it. It turned out probably even better than I thought it would, man. Because I thought you guys were going to be reserved. I thought you guys were going to be reserved on your opinions, but now, it's great that you didn't.
Sick, when have I ever been reserved?
Yeah, well, see, that's the problem, Bunny. You are way too much like me, and that shit can get you in trouble. That shit can get you in trouble. But
no, because then everybody knows where you're coming from, and when you start turning nice and shit, they know something's up.
Hey, that's true. That is true. This is gonna wrap out. Man, I didn't think that this was gonna be about 4 hours. Honestly, I thought we were gonna be here for maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, just kind of run through the topics and get the fuck up out of here.
No, and did you watch that show, Sick?
Which one?
Tales of the Unexpected.
I was trying to figure out what the hell the name of the show was. Hold on.
There you go.
Let me write this up on a notepad. Hold on. And you said this was on what? Netflix? Amazon?
It's on Amazon. Amazon Prime.
Of the Unexpected. Alright. I'm definitely going to watch that. Shit, I might watch it tonight. Because I've been watching Fresh Prince over and over and over again. And then I freaking found out that HBO Max had Wayne's Brother. So now I'm watching that. Oh, it's beautiful.
I just got Netflix back just for the Resident Evil show. It's going to be starting here in July.
I got Netflix because my aunt finally got some internet, and I told her I was going to give her Netflix. So now we just share a Netflix. It just gave me a reason to get Netflix because
no. I saw the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Mom, I'm about to get Netflix again. She's like, why? I said, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. She said, Okay, well get it back and we'll share it. So yeah, she got it back and we're sharing it.
Yeah, same thing here. But I think Netflix trying to put a stop to that sharing shit though.
They have it so that you can have it on, like we got it where we can put it on two devices.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom has it going to her Blu-ray player because that's how she connects to the internet. And the second device I put was for my PS4.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha.
So I got it that way. So I logged in on my PS4 and everything's groovy.
Yeah. Oh man. Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, peeps, we out of here. Adios, amigos. Thank you guys for showing up.
Adios. Yo, I'm glad that y'all did come through, man. And like I said, it was beautiful because none of the gaming people showed up, which was great. So we got to actually talk about the topics that we wanted to talk about. The next show is going to be much better because we'll be much more prepared. I think for us winging it, I think we did a really good job.
I definitely want to talk about that transracial shit.
I just enjoy the dream talk because that's always been on my mind for a while. But then it got to the paranormal.
Tell me, no, we went. Oh my God, we went all over.
That was actually really good.
No, we went all over the place, and we could have actually gone deeper there. I just didn't want to stay on any topic too long. But what I will say though is,
Are you still live, Sid?
Yeah, I'm still live.
Okay, cool.
Fuck, what the fuck? Yeah, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. I am tired. My brain is beat. But I definitely do appreciate you guys coming. Again, like I said, we're gonna try and do this once a week, maybe twice a week, if I can get the gang together, the gang together. So if y'all are free to do it twice a week, then I'll definitely send y'all a message like I did today, and hopefully we can get y'all in. Thug Nasty was supposed to show up, but I don't know. He probably
he just had a nice little bundle of joy. You know that's going
yeah.
to
No. I kind of figured that too. So it's all good. It's all good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Please make sure you hit that like button before you leave. I would definitely appreciate that. And
Got one dislike.
Ooh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what they disliked it on.
You're not talking about games. You're not talking about games. You're talking about everything else.
No. But I forewarned them way before that this wasn't gonna be about no games. Either way, you always have that one. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through and hitting that dislike button. I appreciate it. But make sure that y'all do hit that like button, hit that share button, and yeah, we gone. Deuces.